using a clutch? Can someone explain this to me? It seems not.
All right. We good to go?
We're live.
Perfect. Yeah, we're alive.
Perfect.
Oh, when I'm moving, I don't use the clutch.
So yeah, I'm gonna pop that open. Turn that down there. We are good. What's up there?
1, 2. Need my headphones turned up. There we go. 1, 2.
The left, yes, the left.
1, 2.
Hello, hello.
How are your phones?
They sound good.
Yours?
Am I good?
Good.
Good. Yeah. You're good.
If
All
you
right.
need to angle it up, that's this one right there. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. It should be good.
Looks good though. How was the sim rig?
Sim racing's total little shit, boys.
Does yours have a clutch pedal?
It does. I didn't use it even once.
You got the fancy one with the
Were you
clutch
just
pedal.
just jamming it in gears or what?
Yeah.
The old school?
Yeah, apparently you don't need that. Josh, can you turn my headphones up a little bit there?
Yeah, I think you're 3.
Thanks, baby.
1, 2. Is
No,
that
that's
you?
me. That's me.
Okay.
Oh, what's up in the chat room? Oh, I'm hearing me. Hold on. There we go.
Turn it off.
Chuck looks funny. Thanks, buddy. I
only hear that out of one ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's only one ear.
Hold on, boys.
Is that a mono?
I think I'm going mono.
I like the effect.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is definitely weird, but
Did it again? Yeah, it's only showing me 1 on that.
you go into the wrong port.
Wrong
No.
hole?
You go into the wrong hole.
Might be in the wrong hole. Wouldn't be the first time. Oh!
Did that again?
I need a little volume. Hold on.
No?
Yeah.
It's still.
Still mono.
Maybe this cable's messed up.
Swap around.
Oh, wait. That's 2. Is that 2? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
2
2.
2.
2 and 2. Is that how you know?
Yeah.
Wow, you learn something new every day.
Still mono.
Left.
Is it?
Get on wire.
You got a spare wire?
We have lots of spare wires. They're just gigantic. That's another one.
What do we got? We're looking for wires, people.
I'm using Old Faithful.
Okay.
The Old Faithful, Shorty,
Yeah, kick it over there a little bit, and you'll be good.
I think it's almost there.
Shorty.
Yeah, I mean, the difference isn't.
You studio goofing. Throw that behind there. There it goes.
That'll be weird if I don't. Yeah, I don't know how else to fix that if.
Now we've got nothing.
Hold on, boys.
There we go.
Oh,
It's
I
back.
heard something click.
It's back. I can see it.
There we are. Perfect.
Bad cable. Brand new cable. Bad.
It is crap.
Cable bad.
Crop cable.
Cables, just ain't what they used to be.
There we go,
The
boys.
seats are unbelievably comfy, Doug. And shouts to Gus. Thanks for the congrats on the new studio.
Oh, big shots. Yeah, we're new
Shouts.
studio goofing.
That's it.
How am I going to make creeping noises now? Don't worry, I'll find a way. Love finds a way. Right speaker only.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of. I mean, no cables up top here.
Maybe in your area.
Wow.
A lot of room for activities. Right.
Yeah.
Well, here.
And cables all over the damn place.
I mean, this is when you get your xylophone set up again.
I don't know. This is like. There's so much room for activities here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of room.
Wide open.
Yeah,
put
I
a
don't
hole.
know. I'd like the down into the mic, you know what I mean?
No.
Oh. I mean, you can do that if you really want to.
No, I don't.
This is like way more comfortable.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
I can see you guys. I don't
It's
like
just
this
like
one
talking.
bit.
Yeah.
Wow. So, hey, everybody. Seats are comfy.
We just had like a
Being
crane
flat,
erector
nice to
set
see
up,
you.
running through everything.
Got the
You're kinda
landing
like,
strip. Yep, that's a big
Trying
deal.
yeah, you're always trying to like bob and weave. Are you trying to see someone talk?
We do have a landing strip.
Yeah, there's a
Got a new
little-
table too.
Yeah,
Waiting for some money to land
got a
on
table. We got all sorts of lights and stuff.
Yeah.
Big,
I think Josh, you did some recording too, though, right? Is it going to be a release video of some sort?
Yes, I was trying to get that done. But there's no way I could have gotten it done.
What about? Okay, that's fine. Hear me out.
Yep.
What about if I film a walkthrough
Of what?
Josh can give us a walkthrough. I'll film it.
Right now?
I
I've got
have
the eye.
that, but with
Oh,
me
look at
doing
that.
it, but
Yeah.
it would be way easier with somebody
Yeah,
else.
you want me
doing
just to shoot it?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
could
well,
do
we can do that whenever you're here next. Just
Okay.
let me know.
it. All right.
We come shoot it. Do
Little
the
walkthrough in the
walkthrough.
studio, pro
Yeah.
level studio.
Yeah.
Studio walkthrough.
I'm saying, would you just like selfie cam it the whole time?
Yeah. So, well, I talked and then I pointed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured you could do a walkthrough kind of like we've been doing the car walkthroughs.
That'd
Just a
be
studio walkthrough.
That'd be good.
We're going to get a chat up on
That's an
the
idea.
screen here or what?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not like we have anyone who comes and does it for us.
Shook was just busy making fun of me on the sim rig, which I was doing terrible on. I was driving Miss Daisy
Oh,
through
shit. Shook,
bumhole.
you want a mic?
Yeah, Shook wants a mic. Can you mic that guy?
We'll get a mic.
What I want to know is where my mouse is. Hello?
It's over here somewhere.
Yeah.
There it is. I found it. Shook, can you point on the screen where the mouse is?
Yeah.
I think it's over here.
Yeah, there it is.
Wait, can you follow it again? Yeah, you got this?
There we are.
It's going good. It's going good here, Revival. Double D603, nice to see you. Ed Pudva, it does look like a runway. What's happening over there? Oh, I snapped it to the right of the screen
Oh.
and it snapped it to the right of both screens. Am I the only one hearing a ringing in the headphones here?
I got nothing. You hear a ringing? What kind of ringing? Oh, whatever it was just went away.
Yeah, exactly. Ready?
Oh, it's back now. It wasn't until you unplugged it that I could hear what you were talking about. It was just like white noise for me.
That's good. You just blocked it out.
Yeah. Because if you unplug that again,
Oh, I know. Hold on.
no, we ran that cable.
Oh, a super 50,000 footer? It's way deep back there. I don't know if you'll hear it on the recording.
I don't know if I really hear it anymore.
Okay. Good,
Pete,
good,
do you
good.
hear it?
Like a little ringing,
Yeah,
Yeah.
slightly. Yeah.
slightly.
He hears it back there. He's insulted by it.
I think I just always hear a ringing then.
Yeah.
Maybe so I'm just immune to the
That might be the
ringing.
issue.
I remember like one time when I was a kid before my ears. I guess I listened to some shit too loud. But before I started, my ears like would ring like ambiently. I remember one time like in the snow, I remember being perfectly silent for like 2 seconds. I was like out of it. What the fuck? Crazy.
Isn't there a medical name for that? Tinnitus.
Yeah, tonight is the ringing.
She mentions it all the time.
Yeah. She went to like some Bruce Springsteen concert in the 80s and it was too loud. Everyone there got it. Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, Bruce. Come on, Bruce.
Come on.
That ain't right. That's not how you treat your fans.
The boss just doing him like that?
That's how the boss done him. Corey's off mic for the time being. We're just playing with some stuff. It's good to see you guys all in there. Thanks for supporting as we get through our...
I feel like there's
First
more
session.
people than last time.
It seems like it, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty... Yeah, I mean, it's doing pretty good. The chat room's really popping off, you know? They heard you were coming.
Yeah, right.
To be fair, the chat room has been better.
The chat room has been popping off, in fact. We get a lot of interaction going on.
I think like people like being part of the show.
Testing.
Keeps us motivated. There's Shook.
Testing. Can you
There's
hear
Shook.
my voice?
Yeah,
I can hear you. Sounds perfect.
I think
You did a
people-
great job driving today, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that.
People just like being a part of the show.
Put me
I,
in,
I
coach.
don't think the race team appreciates what you did to that E30. But
What happened?
Just following your
What
lead,
happened?
but
you
slow.
peeled the hood back like a can of olives.
Be fair, I didn't see you doing much better.
He was doing worse faster.
Is his E30? Is your E36 done?
His E30. No, we'll get into
We'll
his
get into
E30.
that, yeah.
Don't you
Alright,
worry.
Oh, pieces. It's in pieces.
Okay.
Pieces.
Technically done forever, yes. Not to run though.
Maybe.
I work in an industrial factory, no AC, soaked all day.
Are we
That
chucking
sucks.
this cable that you destroyed?
No, just keep that right there.
We'll test it.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Test
test it.
Got the
Testing.
voltmeter out?
Continuity.
Get the meter in there.
Check the insulation.
There's got to be something wrong with it. We got to be able to fix it. Those things aren't cheap.
110 in the UK. Yeah, in the UK. they don't
110 in the
they don't
UK.
have
I saw
AC.
trees are spontaneously
I was
combusting
just
over
gonna
there.
say, it's like trees are just blowing
Trees
up.
are.
Are they?
No,
Is that a
but
thing?
people are like, this stuff's on fire. Like, wait, well, somebody's setting the fire.
Yeah.
Right.
Trees don't just blow up.
The trees are fucking behind it.
Trees
Unless
are
it's
always behind it.
lightning.
They talk to each other with their
heat,
roots.
some heat lightning.
Yeah.
I bet you guys didn't know that trees talk to one another with their roots.
They do, of course. They rub roots.
Is that like a tickling kind of?
Yeah.
Oh, base VR. Yeah, Rhode Island. You were building a new warehouse over there. I went up there. It was crazy. Big building. Took the old dirt bike up
is
that
for
way.
the old Amazon?
The old Amazon. 3 million square feet or 4 million square feet.
Wow.
4
That's-
million
It's a
square
lot of
feet?
square feet.
Yeah, but I think it's maybe 3.8.
How did that fit in Rhode Island?
Were there like 3
That's
counties
what
here?
you said. Yeah, it's up on a hill in Johnson. Beautiful Silky Johnson.
That's crazy.
I wonder how big something needs to be in order for it to have its own zip code.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that,
That might be
being-
pushing
yeah,
it.
being
Yeah.
honest.
I know some big buildings, like huge hangars, like get their own like atmospheres,
Yeah.
like clouds and stuff. What's the swearing rule again? Like first
As
minute?
much as you
We're
want.
good. Yeah, we're
Okay.
good. Yeah.
we're all
You
set.
can
showed us
have
up
that.
last-
Clouds and stuff will form in there.
we're 10 minutes in. You could F and F
All right,
all you
perfect.
want.
Yeah, you showed us all up last time, so
I can't help myself.
that's why you're our best guest.
Yeah.
Dude, I was in Discord with some friends,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Are you at work right now?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Well, where are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm at a Catholic church," and they were like, "You're swearing quite a bit." And I was like, "I am." I didn't even notice. I'm just like, "Yeah, it's fucking this."
Next
and-
time, fucking tell me.
I was like, "Oh yeah, that guy's a fucking idiot," and
There you go.
Turns out that guy
sitting
was
in
you.
a Holy Moses church.
Real fucking piece of work, that guy.
Yeah,
Jesus.
he's a real fuck. Yeah, sometimes when I'm at that
a real
church,
carpenter.
Buddy,
I'll be like, "Oh,
Jesus
what the
let it
hell?
roll.
Heck, what the heck?"
Heckin'. It's a heckin' good time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah,
made
like-
the words, buddy.
Yeah, if we upgrade the internet, it'll be faster than hell. And then I was like, or heaven.
You guys seen Wayne's World?
We're gonna be way
Yeah.
faster than
Yeah,
hell.
yeah.
Dot, the guy when they go to get the permits.
Oh, it's my
and
favorite.
he was like, "Is this college?" He's like, "Dot are uppercase or lowercase
Lowercase
Yeah.
J's? Oh, what a movie.
I don't see
What
a
a
problem.
movie.
That's like one of the few movies where the sequel is just
It's
as good,
so
if not better than the
good.
first
Yeah.
one. Yeah, those great movies.
Oh, my God.
I feel like
That and Hot Shots Part 2.
Clerks,
It's a good one.
I've never seen Clerks.
Hot Shots Part 2 is good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
The chicken arrows
yeah,
up the butt,
the kill count.
the kill count. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never seen Clerks 1 or 2?
No. And that they filmed it in Jersey too. Everyone's like, "You're from Jersey, you haven't seen Clerks."
It's definitely a good watch.
Yeah,
It's a
solid
good
play.
one.
How long is it?
Actually, long enough.
It's pretty long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
On
Personally, longer than it needs to be.
It's like not on YouTube.
no. Maybe.
Yeah, it
Clerks
could be.
1 is
You
old
never
as
know.
hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably not even copyrighted anymore.
I know Mallrats is on there, and that's another.
That's a hitter.
One time I found like a shortened version of Shawshank Redemption on YouTube.
Just like
sure.
the Cliff Notes.
Like it was
Oh,
like an
dude.
hour.
Oh,
It was
right.
like- But it was like the whole movie was still there. You have to see it before, I guess. And I
Yeah.
had seen it before, but I was like, man, this is. I had like had 4 drinks. I wasn't gonna sit down and watch Shawshank Redemption, but like for an hour, it's like yeah, sure.
There we go. That's a way to get through it.
It
You ever
cut
watch
out the man
Movies
on
Done
man.
Quick?
Yeah, they cut that part out.
Movies Done Quick on YouTube.
Yeah.
They did the one with Kevin Spacey, and then the girl's like, "How are you doing?" He's like, "I'm fine," and then it just shows him blow his brains out, and it was like the end.
They used to have something like that. It was like 3 minute, but then it like just got copyrighted to hell, and it was just,
Yeah.
like gone.
Used all over the place.
Yeah.
What movie is that?
I can't think of the name, but I'll think of it like randomly during my life now.
It's not
this point
7.
on.
No, it's not 7.
You're thinking
right?
of like
No.
Scanners.
I don't remember. It's Kevin Spacey, and
Oh,
he's
okay.
like in love with his
Kevin Spacey.
neighbor, who's like
He's in love with
Oh,
little boys.
who's an adult.
oh my God! It's the one with the one with the bag blowing in the wind over there. What the hell's this movie?
You're missing me.
What's in the box?
No, that's
Oh man, American Beauty.
American Beauty.
Oh,
Kevin Spacey's in
who's
that?
got it?
He's the main character.
I thought that was Tom Cruise.
No.
American.
I thought Tom Cruise had something
you're
to do with
ugly,
a
got it.
plastic
What
bag.
past are you from?
You're thinking Top Gun.
Yeah.
Very close. Very
Haha,
similar
you're ugly,
film.
got
Very
it.
similar movies.
Before us, technically, even with the 30-second delay, because he heard it in America. Oh, look at
Yeah.
Tim
Yeah,
Connors.
there
too.
was checking it.
They're coming in now.
I still got it before it came up.
It's incredible. If you Google American Beauty in 5 seconds, it's the funniest video.
Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko.
Do
you're
I have
right.
to see American Beauty first to understand it?
Yeah.
Not really.
Nah, I mean,
You get the gist.
Yeah, you get the gist.
Well, this is like I'm just thinking time investment here.
lot, of,
exactly.
5
I'm not gonna let
seconds.
time to
Yeah.
spend.
lot of sexual tension in that movie for no reason, if you ask me.
What's that? Ninja Turtles?
Ninja Turtles, yeah, they're all
Yeah,
just
did you
trying to get a
taste
piece
it?
of that. They're trying to get a slice of that
Like, yeah,
pizza.
tool on the nose.
Shirk, you ready? You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
Sugar's ready.
I can't
We're
hear,
ready?
so you have to tell me when you're pushing it.
Do we have an extension to put a headphone on this kid?
He doesn't like headphones.
No, I don't mind them. If that thing's Bluetooth, I could connect my AirPods.
Connect.
It is, but it's to my computer,
That's crazy.
so that wouldn't work right now.
That's crazy.
We're
We'll
gonna
get you some headphones. We'll figure
That's
that
fine.
out.
I don't. I'll just go fuck myself.
I'll just go buy more cables,
Perfect.
and we'll just run
I think
more.
we have
longer.
a headphone extension in there. A long boy.
But not. We'd have to split it here and then run it.
65 feet, and then we have to call DPW to make sure it's okay to dig.
Right, we gotta go dig safe.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Got to mark the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you don't want to
Call
do that.
before you dig will have to be launched.
If we're sure that's where you're going to be, there'll be a new mic set up.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
Are you
wow.
sure this is where I'm going.
I'm just wanting to be
I
sure.
feel like he needs to be like risen. Like there needs to. He needs to be looking down.
Yeah, we could get a
That's like
raised floor.
Yeah,
Like a
we should
DJ
put a little
booth.
stage.
We'll put a mezzanine.
Exactly.
Let's build a fort.
I think we put a little
I
stage
want
over
like
there.
a very thin layer of glass
Yeah.
with like a space above that should exchange.
Just so
like
you can see.
like passport. Like,
Yeah, so we can have really loud monitors and hear us, but we can't hear us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have the little cutout with the dot holes in the thing.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right. With the
Yes,
old
can you please turn my headset off?
Yeah, we can tell you to turn the levels up.
the old metal grill.
Yeah, the metal
Yeah.
grill. That's the major point.
I
the
like
key.
that.
And you can throw shit at him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we could fence it like the stage in that Patrick Swayze movie.
I thought you were gonna say Blues Brothers.
Ghost.
Yeah, go.
Like
No,
Roadhouse. Roadhouse. Oh.
We could chain link fence and we could throw bottles at them.
The name's Dalton. That's the movie. Yeah.
What time does the dough dart?
I always wanted to start a cooler company called Dalton.
Oh my god.
How good would that be?
Cooler.
Dalton Coolers.
I feel like coolers would be a tough market. I feel like it's
It's a
pretty
tough
good.
market to break into, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
You
but
sure? I feel like everybody prides themselves on the coolers that they buy. They're like, I got this fucking bad.
Yeah,
boy
people
right
are into it, but
I feel like
that's,
the Coleman is like. Has that changed?
I think it's Yeti now.
Yeti,
Oh,
because
right.
Yeti's
these
like-
guys
Of
are
course.
literally
Right.
Yeti's
tailgating.
all
They're
the
like,
money.
I've had a piece of ice in here since my son graduated high school. It's like, all right, buddy, I get it. You got
I'd be
cold water.
impressed by
well,
that.
you also paid $1,800 for that. So
Yeah.
And it weighs more than your truck.
This
Yeah.
transported along state lines. It's like, all right, man, I get it.
That's, oh boy.
that button, hit that button. All right,
the
Chick,
buttons
you
over
ready?
here.
I'm gonna start hitting buttons. You ready?
Thanks for attending the pre-party.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by a Chuck Who
I'm Chuck Who?
and Corey.si.
Hello.
Shook's manning the computers over there. He's monitoring, he's listening, he's ready.
Oh, yes, I am.
He's definitely not listening.
Not listening.
even
I am
a little bit.
monitoring.
Swiping right.
Not even a little bit. And our guest in studio, just to hang out today, Mr. Pete from The Drive.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, buddy?
It's good to be back.
I know.
It's great
Welcome.
to have you, man.
Unexpected, maybe a little. I don't know. I know. I told you guys I'd bring it by, but
Yeah, no, I thought right on time.
I thought we'd be at Hooters.
Dude, we can go. Let's go.
All right, maybe after.
Shut this baby down.
I got some cash. I got to
You
get.
have no idea how fast I'll shut this down.
Yeah, exactly. And thanks for listening to the
Get
Revival
some
Motoring
wings.
Podcast.
Yeah, get some wings and hit the
I
sun.
thought there was gonna be some antics in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I thought I would have been. I thought the
You're
cops were gonna
absolutely
come.
allowed.
Yeah.
Wait for the sun to go down.
Yeah. He brought us a special treat. We don't want to, step on toes for that, but we get to check out something really cool that you will see on The Drive in the next week,
They
2
just
weeks.
posted about it,
I
didn't they?
would
did they?
say,
Yeah. Up on the gram.
They just posted about
yeah,
you
I
and
we'll
it.
do stuff on social before, but the review maybe not be for
A little bit.
August. Is going to be busy because like Pebble Beach. So I have to go to Pebble Beach.
Oh, boy.
Or Bastion.
Are you not looking forward to that?
You know, my problem is I don't like khakis.
Have you been to
And-
Pebble Beach?
Dude, go
And
blue
yeah,
pants.
I googled Pebble Beach and it's like, man, nobody's wearing khakis. No, everyone's wearing khakis.
Yeah.
How do you feel about tweed?
Yeah, go blue pants.
What if
I
you go
gotta-
white linen?
Mm.
You're a white linen guy.
See,
Is it after Labor Day?
It doesn't matter.
It's a hard look.
That's what I think I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to figure it.
You do a full like white linen suit.
Right. That would.
Yeah.
Full, I got to get some shoes and stuff.
What about
man.
cords?
Yeah. Go
Nah,
cords.
it's
I
too
think
hot
it's a
for
little
Too
cords.
hot,
Too
yeah.
hot for cords.
No, bring them back.
Go seersucker short suit.
Yeah.
I think they were saying seriously, yeah, something. My girlfriend's been like showing me, you could wear this. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. But I'll figure something out before August. But review will probably go up probably not in July because my loan ends in like the late July, but probably in August sometime.
Okay. So you got it for an extended period of time.
Yeah, so Reviews boss Kristen has already driven to Z at the launch event,
Okay.
and we booked her a Supra. She booked herself a Supra
Yep.
right before she went. So she's got the comparo
A
too.
fresh,
Ooh.
right?
And
Apple
she
to
has a
apple.
hot take on
Okay.
thedrive.com if you want to read that.
Right now.
Okay.
It's
Drive.com.
worth reading. Yeah.
Get there. Check the hot take.
Yeah.
What do you think it's titled?
You can probably just do Supra versus Z to drive, and it'll probably
Perfect.
come up.
I'm curious.
Corey's getting in there right now.
Diving into it right now. Pete's here to hang out. As always, we're going to cover automotive news, upcoming events, how Shook's build is going. We have many, many things to discuss. So we welcome and thank you for joining us. Before we get rolling, this week's episode is brought to you by you, all the B4B subs, and a big, huge special shout out and thank you to everybody at Mystic Scenic who partook in completing our gigantic refresh of our studio.
Right.
To say you put it the best way the other day. It's like when Starship Enterprise just changed.
It's like the Starship Enterprise version of our studio. The way it's currently shot, it might look like we only have a new table, but it's serious. Like
Yeah.
this place is serious now.
It's
And we have a new table.
new table,
And chairs.
lots of cable management.
I have tons of room for activities over here.
We have a thing called a kick wall that's on two of the walls, big L-shaped thing that's got multiple or two big banks of RGBs that we can change colors, do a bunch of fancy things with.
Oh, more than colors.
Oh, saturation, opacity,
I didn't
everything.
even know you could do that with
It's
RGB.
quite.
We don't know either.
It's
Whoa,
oh,
there
God,
it goes.
well, we
That's
could.
it.
We
You
could.
drop it, it changes colors.
You got a remote. It does all this
Wow,
stuff
it's
here.
green now.
Yeah,
Did I change it?
Yeah, you drop
Yeah,
it.
when you dropped it.
Oh.
We're RGB gamers.
that's.
Absolutely.
Wow. Well, Josh spent hours setting that up.
We're back to yellow.
Yeah, big shouts
mentioned the name
to
of the title in the
big shouts to Garrett.
Big shouts.
He and myself were here all of Sunday, the holiest day. Really just
God's Day.
taking our time, running the cables, screwing things.
You might notice our cable management is existent now.
It was very thought of this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We made some changes to the actual mic arms, so those are changed. Now we can see everybody's wonderfully beautiful faces.
Honestly, that's my favorite change so
It's
far.
weird.
We have a trough, not just to pee in, but to manage the cables.
Yep. We
So
can't
that's
pee in
good.
the middle of the table.
Oh, you eat out of that.
Big
That's where the slop goes.
big shouts to Steaconk Speedway for the trough.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice to see.
That's what inspired the idea.
Yep.
Place where men can be men and just pee holding
You think they
hands.
still have the trough?
Yeah, they definitely.
I
sell
hope
the
so.
I'm
Yeah.
not going there if they don't.
Yeah.
Would you say that we're full Voltron now?
Right now we're running full Voltron.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I
think
like
so.
that I can just accidentally kick the live stream computer right here too. I got it.
Maybe we have to move that.
No, we don't. That's perfect.
But yeah, no, a lot of changes here in the studio, and it's good. It's comfortable.
Yeah.
We added more stuff, but it feels bigger. Doesn't seem cluttered.
You could
New
park a
chairs.
car in here
New
now.
chairs.
New chairs. I
chairs.
forgot. Yeah, we got the new chairs. That's why we got the new chairs last week. Was
We
to-
got a dry run of the new chairs last week.
Yeah,
in
it's unbelievable.
anticipation of this. So, like Corey referenced earlier, or he might have said on the pre-party there, we will be doing kind of a walkthrough video to show the whole thing, how it works, and kind of what it looked like before pretty soon. So that will be coming soon enough. But again, big shouts to everybody at Mystic Scenic, Garrett. We cannot thank you guys enough for helping us make this all happen. With that said, I can hit this button.
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
The old call a back ace.
Well, I got one. I went to a thing this weekend.
A thing.
Yes.
The Drayan Museum had their Young Timers event, which was a bit of a Radwood-inspired event down there.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. It was on the water in Newport in front of a beautiful mansion-y thing. So
What mansion?
Yeah.
it was like in front of Salve's like main building, which I mean would count as a mansion in any other town in the world, maybe not in Newport.
Yeah, I think it
But
still
overlooking
does,
the old
yeah.
ocean and the cliff walk had a bunch of it was like 80s and 90s cars. It was cool. People were dressing up.
Yep.
The dressing up thing always gets me a little bit.
I'm not a dress up guy, but I was dressing like a goon anyway for the party afterwards, so it worked out well. Yeah, I'm not a big dress up guy though. I don't know. I lived in the 90s. It was fine.
I didn't mind
No one
putting
dressed like that.
on some formal attire for
Oh no, if we're doing the
Audrey
Newport Audrey
dress up.
concourse,
Yeah.
I'm dressing up. I'm getting a suit made this year.
yeah, that was quite that I enjoyed that.
But if you like dressing up, hey, that's for you. That's great.
Right.
Dress up, do whatever you want. Couple highlights for me. There was an Audi RS3 wagon in the blue, I think Nagoro blue. with the blue inserts.
Oh.
There's also a Fox Body Mustang Cobra.
Oh. Did it
Just
have
black and mint.
Did it have a Cobra painted on it? Like another
No.
like
I wish it did.
vehicle we know.
You know what? I saw it on the way to the party.
Yeah.
I saw that coming down.
It was
that-
majestic.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of other stuff, some Porsches, there was a bunch of cool
Viper,
cars.
right?
The Viper, the blue on white Viper.
Was it first
Was
gen?
it yeah.
Second gen.
Okay.
I think isn't like the second gen Viper is like pretty much a first gen.
They're
isn't
almost
it?
the same thing except it has door handles.
Right. It has like windows.
Yeah, windows
The
and door
first gen
handles.
Viper doesn't have. It has
Doesn't
like
have windows.
plastic or something.
It's a
Yeah.
10.
Yeah,
Or
literally.
door
I
locks.
never knew that.
Yeah.
It's like they sold that.
They're nightmares,
Yeah.
but
That-
they're cool as shit.
That blue with white stripe.
That's a classic trim, man.
It really is.
There was also a guy with an R35 there that just didn't get the memo. I don't know how that happens, 80s and 90s cars, my man.
Yeah, I mean, who lets that in?
I don't know.
I wouldn't.
Hey, I
Yeah,
appreciate
that
you.
would've
Sometimes you got to have a mean guy at the gate and be like, hey,
Right.
Oh, this is a 1990. Wait, no.
it's a pre-register event too, so I don't know. Maybe he's a member. Maybe he knew a guy that killed a guy.
Yeah, right.
But anyways, it was
He was owed something.
it was
Yeah.
it was a bit out of place.
Somebody asked for
Yeah,
a
I think
favor.
it would obviously look a little.
It was a
out of place.
nice R35, but
Well, yeah, they're nice cars.
if
but-
I want to go to R35, I'm going to go to Best Buy, check one out. Speed one in the parking lot. Don't need to go to a car show for that.
Yeah. What else? Was there anything else there? I saw a bunch of photos, but there wasn't.
Yeah, there are a bunch of photos. I don't know. I thought it was cool. It was nice. I think they're doing another one in a couple months from now.
Oh, cool. So it's going to be a repeated
Yeah, hopefully
thing.
we can have Ben on. He can talk about it a little more. Because
I'd
I
like
think
to bring the Civic. That'd be cool.
the Civic would have been
Yeah.
a hot commodity there.
Yeah, Civic would be cool.
I
it's
think if we had
90s.
pushed it, we could have gotten a bunch of folks out there. So yeah, we got to get Ben to come out, and that was his big thing. So I know it was cool, something nice to do. And the weather hadn't gotten to turbo hot yet, so it was really nice. So
It did, in fact, get turbo hot.
also over there, our friend Crazy Ben was there, who's part of the museum. And he was like, "Hey, do you want to meet David Donahue? He was third overall in Pikes Peak this year. He won the time attack class." I was like, "Yeah, I mean that sounds cool. What a nice guy that guy is."
Yeah. What was he driving?
And he was driving a stock. Oh no, he was driving. Second place was another David driving a stock 992 turbo. He was driving a 992 GT2 Club Sport.
Wow. It's a lot of car.
Yeah, he's a lot of driver. He's a lot of driver.
Yeah, it's a lot of car.
Nicest guy ever, dude. He's running their motorsport club.
You know why it's nice? He's got nothing to prove to nobody.
No, just leaves it on the table.
Yeah.
We're talking old Beamers. Just
Yeah.
a cool guy, man. Those guys at Aldrean, they got a lot of stuff going on over there. Jay Leno was there, the Chin himself.
Oh,
Chin.
really?
The chin.
He was walking around talking to people, bullshitting with the common folk. Yeah, David Donahue, a guy that's just one of the baddest people on the planet.
Yeah.
Just BSing, So I know it's cool. It's a cool event to go to. I wish I kind of knew more about it so I could have told people about it beforehand,
Yeah, I mean, another callback.
Yeah,
We put new exhaust on the Civic,
we did.
which you asked me after we put the exhaust on if I was going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of I knew it was happening, but I kind of forgot about it. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't feel like driving up there.
And a nice
Even
thing,
though I was driving up there anyway. But
we put that exhaust on the Civic. I finally get to flex some welding skills in front of the boys.
yeah, it was good. Worked out well.
Get some stuff welded together.
Worked out
Felt
well.
like a man for a minute, and then right back to normal life.
I should go return all that other junk I bought.
Yeah, probably. But
Pretty
yeah,
solid.
Civic's sounding great. We took that Buddy Club exhaust off it.
Yeah, I mean, to be
Very
fair,
loud, very nice.
The Buddy Club exhaust was really nice.
Really nice.
It was cool. The exhaust had no bolts. It's all just like the springs.
V-bands or
No, like springs.
It's slip fit with springs.
Yeah,
I never.
Or like a sport
it was
bike
really
exhaust.
it was really cool.
Springs.
I didn't know it was like
I think
that.
I've seen that. Okay.
I've really, to be honest, I've really only seen it on like actual real life motorsport applications.
Right. That's what I was.
That's
thinking.
usually what it is,
I
yeah.
Street car.
never would have expected it on a street car.
Yeah.
So I mean, we had the entire exhaust off the car in
It came off so easy.
6 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
There were 3 bolts to hold the whole exhaust on. It was paradise.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did it like just drone or?
Oh,
It was.
Buddy, I'll play you a video later that will
For
make you
for
want to die.
for every quiet bit the Z is, this was the opposite.
Okay.
this thing droned off.
It's a 2.5 inch
Like the wind would go through. And you'd be like,
straight
whoa.
pipe with just like a plug at the end
Yeah.
of the exhaust.
And if you remove that plug,
Yeah.
I have a 2.5 hour drive home almost. You'd hear me the entire way home
Yeah.
if you stood outside.
yeah.
It's just
So-
a nightmare. New exhaust. Who makes that thing? Yakinobo?
Yamaka.
Yamaka.
No, Yanaka.
Yanaka.
Yamaha.
Yakinobo.
That sounds like a legit company.
Yanaka.
That household name.
Yeah.
Yanaka makes
No,
it.
what a big
And it
exhaust
has
company.
Yakinobo
full-size-
Tower. Is that what it
full-size
is?
muffler and a standard size resonator with like a non-ridiculous exhaust tip on it.
Yeah.
Fits
How's
nice.
she sound?
Oh, she sounds very tight.
great.
Very nice. Very nice drone to it.
So they were like a corny company at first.
Oh
and
shit!
their exhausts
Your
were
shit is
like
so corny.
$150, $200.
Yeah.
and then they like increased quality as they.
I
because I had it on my
actually
EK. and
impressed.
It sounds so good.
For the price I paid for that exhaust, it was free. So it's kind of hard
Yeah.
to argue with it. But even unboxing, I was like, honest shit, this is actually really nice.
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
really
nice.
nice.
How did it fit? Everything lined up.
The only thing, everything lined up perfectly. The only thing is because it has that big sway bar setup on the back, the muffler hits it just a little bit. I think it's self-clearanced itself by now. I put like
take a
150
ball
miles
peen
on
to
it.
We were gonna take the peen out, but we didn't have to.
I was gonna let it ride for a little bit and see if it kind of worked itself in, and either I stopped hearing it because I just got used to it, or it still is there. I don't know.
Get some high temp grease and just.
Yeah. Next time I take it out, if it's still there, I'll get a little tap when I get under there.
We'll tap
So
it.
my HKS used to do that because the HKS high power actually goes under the control arm, not over it.
Oh boy.
Worst exhaust design ever, especially when you're low. You end up with a pancake. That's a self clearancer, but
Very easy to install, though.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
easy to install.
Yeah.
You just take it off.
Honestly, why don't they make more exhausts like that, like slip flit with springs?
I have
It's like
my
one extra step that makes some guy has to do it, and then
Yeah.
it's like you got to pay that guy. You got to make a fixture, and it's like
Yeah.
all this
Replacement springs, just selling them all the time. It's
Right.
good money. You're always selling
It's a
springs.
good business.
I think the
exhaust
mid pipe
springs.
on my M3 has springs, and
It
it's
does,
just awesome
for sure.
But that spring you need to like pull with a tractor to
You have to
attach.
heat it.
Yeah, not
The
good.
Yeah,
tractor.
you have to heat it in order to get it there.
Yeah, that's not good.
You
Because
ever
it
heard
was
of a
Noah
Jesus
and
It's
myself.
but it's built in Italy. It's a
Yeah,
super
yeah,
spring,
yeah.
so you know.
Because like Noah had clamps
measured
on it,
wrong.
pulling it. This is the E30 exhaust. Noah had a clamp on it, pulling it, and I was pulling Noah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It sounds like a bullet
Do you guys-
ricochet
do
when
you
you
guys-
pop it off.
Do you guys see Nelson Racing engines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those crazy like small block Chevys, like the 3,000 horsepower, whatever.
Yeah.
They post this. Tom Nelson is like the funniest guy. I've actually been on the phone with him before for his story. He's so funny. And they posted this video to their Facebook. There's something I don't know what they were fitting, but it was like a pressure fit. And they have a guy with a torch just like getting this part red hot, like a cylinder bore.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to someone coming out. They have like a freezer in the shop. They pull the thing out of the freezer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
It just- yeah.
It goes right in.
I've done that for freeze plugs on an engine where it was
Oh, yeah?
like you just leave them in the freezer overnight and then like prep everything, run in the house, grab it, and like pop it in before like
Yeah, it expands.
Anything
I've
changed?
done that
Yeah.
with the top fittings for the cam covers
Yeah.
in the GTR.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you just
Yeah, it
freeze
works
them out,
really
throw 'em
well.
in.
Wheel bearings.
Yeah,
Slide them right in.
heat and cold does a lot. Icy hot, baby.
Yeah.
icy hot.
Just
little icy
otherwise, just cover them in icy hot.
Helps you back.
Speaking of welding, I don't know if I told everybody last time I was gonna. I got my Tacoma, obviously my overland build going real well. Wanted to pour 15 the bottom of it.
hot. Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yep. So I did it.
Oh yeah. I was-
That
I'll tell you-
stuff, that PR15 is just. I feel like it's amazing and disgusting at the same
It
time.
is. It's way waterier than you think it's gonna be.
Really, mine was thick.
Really?
Yeah, I had to like paint.
I got black gloss.
Did
I'm
you
sure
shake
I got
yours?
black gloss too.
Really?
I'm sure they maybe. They
Did you shake it or just take the,
No,
the liquid
it,
from the
it
top?
was shook. It was shook.
Maybe I didn't shake. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I bought I think it was Core's advice. I got one of those like needle scalers. Someone told me to get a needle scaler.
That was me.
Yeah, it was shook.
That was Shooky.
The old Harbor Freight needle scale.
So I needle scaling the bottom of the. So first night I'm like I'm gonna knock this all out.
Call it the tickler.
I get home Friday. I get the tickler on there. I'm like I'll knock all this out. So I start needle scaling. I get all the hard parts, like the frame rails, whatever. Get all the rust off. The rear beam. Get all the rust off that thing.
You look like a coal miner when you were done.
Shoot 100%, 100%.
the black lung, pop.
It's a murder man, Dad. So I'm over there needling. I start needling the rockers, which was a bad idea because I found
Oh,
a little
boy.
hole
Oh,
that I quickly
goodness.
needled into a large hole.
It's always the rockers.
It's always the rockers,
First
dude.
thing, yeah.
So the rest of my night turned into welding, rocker repairs. It was probably about a foot long.
Oh, and
On-
that's tough. That thin metal,
Oh yeah,
not easy.
onto like a 20-year-old Tacoma. So it was like do my cardboardated design, cut my panel, try to seam weld it, realize that's just gonna blow holes and everything.
Yeah.
And then just do like do tacks every quarter inch
Yeah.
and just
That's how you got to do it.
So
just
you could jack it up by it now.
now it's the hardest part of the
Yeah,
car.
no, it's good.
Stop
It's
a
good.
bullet.
I dotted the whole thing together, got it nice and tight, grinded it down. It actually looks okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the next day, pour 15 to actually make it stick to everything because you can throw it right on rust apparently.
Yeah.
But if you throw it on
I've done
anything
it.
that's painted,
No.
it's not going to stick.
Yeah.
Unless you prep the shit out of the surface,
Yeah, which sucks.
which sucks. So I put it up. I took everything out of my garage, put it up on the lift, degreased it, rinsed it. Like it was great for the floor. It got the floor all nice. I also put the tarp down when I was needling and welding. So I realized after that there's just tons of holes in my tarp. There's also like tons of burns on my arms. For welding overhead is the worst thing in the world.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible.
And I just kept on getting burned. I burned like through. I have like my Speed Hunters onesie burned right through that thing. It was great. Burned through another Revival shirt. So yeah, clean the floor. Then I did the metal etch, which is the same thing, but you have to keep it wet for 15 minutes. Whoo! Always have trouble with that.
Yeah.
So I get that done, wipe that off, and it leaves like almost a coating on the paint. But then when you pour 15 on, it was pretty good. It was faster to run than I thought it would be, But I put the tarp back down. So like, dude, I had a quart. I pour 15, the frame rails, the rear beam, pretty much the pocket between the rockers and the rail, and there was some shit floor that I was like, all right, fuck that.
Yeah.
Got pour 15 all over my arm. Most of it's come off now.
The photo
it
you
takes a
sent
while.
us of your arm.
Oh, it was bad.
You
look
looked
like
like
you
a
had a
Dalmatian.
fungus.
Takes a long time.
If you get it dripped on, you can kind of wipe it to mist,
Yep.
and then mineral spirits will get it off the next day.
A nice bronzer.
I was reading vegetable oil will just get it off.
Vegetable
It's just
oil.
weird.
Huh.
Yeah, I was reading some guy in the Samba using it to do a buggy. and he,
They're big pour 15
Dude,
guys at the Samba.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
though. I mean, it's self-leveling, so they say you're better off doing like 2 thin coats rather than 1 big coat. So I did obviously 2 thick coats.
Yeah.
I did 1 thick coat when I did mine, so
Dude,
you're a step ahead of me.
dude, it's like it's like steel now at the bottom of this thing.
Dude, it hardens like almost like ceramic.
Yeah.
It's like
it's
insane.
crazy.
It's like almost a little.
It like changes what the frame feels like.
yeah.
Like, it's sick.
Crazy.
So
I don't want to know what's in that. That
no,
sucks.
not good for me. Not good to
No,
get all
no.
over my arm.
Were you
No.
wearing a mask?
Yeah, I actually was wearing a mask the whole time because I was like, I knew how to use degreaser and it had enough warnings on the thing where it was like, okay,
Got the
all right, I
got
get
the
it.
old Batman on.
Yeah, dude, it was like, this is gonna kill you. And then it's like, it says metal etch. I'm wearing a mask for this.
if the bottle, like if the image of like a warning takes precedent over the logo,
Yeah, dude,
I take it
it was
serious.
pretty
Yeah.
serious. So I used it the whole time.
If the warning's like little tiny, I'm like, nah, it's fine.
I think
Yeah, right.
you could have pour 15 without a mask. I don't think you need it, but it smelled pretty bad. So I was like, yeah, I might as well just mask up.
Not good
I had the
stuff.
doors open and
just
shit. So I
smells
was
like
done
shit.
by like midnight on Saturday. And then I took it off road on Sunday and it was perfect.
that's a good amount of time to let it sit.
Yeah, it
cure
says
up.
6 hours and 2 hours between 2 hours between coats. So
Yeah.
if you got something that you want to keep for a long time and it's not too fucked, I'd say just pour 15 in that thing. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
bitch, but and we'll see if it's worth it. But
all the stuff I put back onto the Polo, I pour 15.
yeah,
Every- all
I think
that
it's a
stuff.
great
Yeah.
idea. And I was reading that obviously, like, if you don't prep, you just have to bring everything on bare metal and stick fine. But if you go over any paint, you're fucked unless you use that etch. And
So
the etch
when
is supposed
you-
to hold it.
When you got the rust off, you just got the loose shit, and then you go right over the rust. That's what I was heard.
Yeah, you get all the loose stuff off, go right over the rust.
Because then you can sand the pour 15 flat, and then people do body filler over it and shit
Oh, really?
too.
Huh.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
like
aggressive.
you can use it as like a primer.
It self levels, like it looks way smooth. If you had to sand it, you had some fucking issues before. I mean, actually, you could sand it before. Yeah, that little needler did a really good job. I don't know. I was about it. If I get
I
that,
told you, man. That's what we did. My friend's whole frame in his plow.
yeah, I got it at the old Freight of the Harbor,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
and I got
return
the
it the
pro
next day?
level. Got the pro level. No, but someone needed it again.
It works just long enough for it to break, and then you buy another one. Don't feel bad about
Yeah,
it.
but what's the protection plan on it?
I don't know.
Minimal.
It says I have to oil it every time I use it. Obviously, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
That's
Right,
You know I do.
yeah.
Spray a little WD-40 in that thing.
I've
like-
never oiled mine, and I've never oiled my right angle grinder.
Yeah.
I've had them for years. They work fine.
All right, keep it
That's
going.
like the filters they say you have to oil. It's like,
Yeah.
I'll do this. Then
yeah, I'll totally
Yeah.
do
You
that.
can oil my filter. It's like, thing 200 in your mind.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that
Oil-
blown turbo's oiling it just fine.
do you know how many things that I don't need to do before I think about I'm gonna oil my filter?
Yeah, it's not the best.
Big shouts to K&N.
I'm pretty sure the oil and the filter for the angle grinders and shit are more expensive than if you were to just buy another $20 angle grinder.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
People say that about Harbor Freight paint guns too.
Yeah.
So like they're just good
You've
enough to
never
like
used them.
work.
You get one
And then
paint
apparently
job.
cleaning a paint gun is like the biggest pain in the ass on the planet.
It is.
People just throw out the Harbor Freight and just buy a new one.
So when I used to spray Cerakote, and you have to like run, acetone through the gun,
Yeah.
and then spray it, take it all apart, acetone all the parts, put it back together, spray it. It's a pain in the ass, and
Yeah,
you have to
fuck
make
it.
sure you clean the needle, otherwise it ruins the gun. And it's like a whole
That stinks.
Sounds like
mechanism.
a lot of work.
If Kyle Can't Hurdle's in the chat, he could attest because he did it most of the time. But yeah,
Will you clean up your mess?
well, he would do the Cerakoting for the most part, but sometimes
Yeah.
I would do it, and it sucks, and it smells awful.
That's how my wife treats yard tools. She'll like go trim the bushes and just like leave all the shit on the ground and just leave the tool in the yard. I'm like, well, I would have done that.
She
Okay.
stoops to that level.
Dude, unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad she does it. And I can
Yeah,
break
right.
it up and
Do you get a
find a tool after the rainstorm.
Do you get dad passive aggressive and mow around it and then weed whack over it?
I should.
Just leave it there and weed whack
A
That's
around it.
circumference just
That's
around the
super
whole
play.
thing.
That's when you people upstate where my parents have a place. That's when you know people have given up on cars when they start mowing around them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's when it's time to go knock on the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Goes
notice you mowed around that
6 inches
E36
of
out there.
just foot and a half tall grass.
No, it's nothing. It's never anything desirable. It's like some
Hide the
like
car.
spanked Sunfire. Or something.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Always the sun's fire.
like I'm
Speedo
not-
goes to 180.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see why you left it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. I
It's out
get
there
it.
just living up to the name.
Might have done backyard, but
Giving it
Fair
back
enough.
to God.
yeah.
I have a quick callback, one that I forgot to mention last week. Long time ago, 6-8 months ago, maybe even a year ago, who knows? I brought up a group called the Tire Extinguishers,
Yeah.
and we debated if they were real or not, or
Yeah, they're
anything
real.
like that. They're real, and now apparently they're in the U.S.
We wrote a story about it. Yeah.
SUV owners, matter of fact, the Drive
Oh,
posted
yeah.
this. So they are targeting SUVs. The tire extinguishers say that they've spread their tire deflating action to large cities across the United States. The tire extinguisher spelling altered for our side of the pond, of course. Let's see. They spell it. Oh, yeah. They spelled it properly. Because that's why we thought it was a joke at first, because over there they spelled it Tyre.
Right.
Here they're actually TIRE.
Oh, is this the people that deflate the tires?
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
SUVs, so how about a CUV? Am I cool?
Let's see.
Up to them.
Group targets
Son of a
SUVs for their for their threat to pedestrian safety and effects on the
Time
environment.
to buy a Viper.
That includes hybrid and electric versions too.
Oh,
That's
come on, man.
crazy.
Yeah, are they doing CUV, SUV? What are we doing?
I think
on
anything.
CUV, they only
I'm
deflate
guessing
two.
Yeah,
the
check
tire-
if you have a frame. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Body
I'm-
on frame.
If
Get
I
it.
recall, they had a pamphlet that they would send out to wanting or want to be tire extinguishers that included photos of an SUV.
Interesting.
And I think it was just like an Escalade. So.
So if you have an Escalade,
yeah,
I
it's
think
up
that
to.
happens in like friendlier towns. You start doing that, here's gonna be body count.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, first of all, I was thinking one day they're going to deflate tires on like an like a CRV or something. It's just not SUVs.
Yeah,
Right,
absolutely.
right.
And then it's like, I don't know. If I saw someone deflating, it's not like they're slashing tires. That's the part about it. It's not hardcore enough.
Were they using like a lima bean or something like that?
Yeah,
A
beam,
lime.
a rock, or
They
something,
were.
something to
It was
stick
a
under the
very specific
nozzle. Yeah.
bean
Yeah.
that
And
could
it-
like fit.
In their pamphlet, they outlined how to do it, and
Dude.
it was just like, "Oh, stick this in the nozzle and put the nozzle back on and let the air out."
Dude,
And
if
it's
I
just-
was these people, I'd be slashing tires. It's
Well,
not hard. Just like it's like the
Yeah,
lamest
that's a good
thing
way to
ever.
get the shit kicked out of
Well,
you.
yeah. Well, exactly. Like if you're that committed to it, you might as well be
Yeah.
slashing.
right, if you're for the cause that
yeah,
much,
it's like
right.
well, you're just deflating them. It's like like a minor
Well, you just get
inconvenience for an
everyone
incompetent
just get an
person.
18-volt tire inflator.
Yeah, I have one in my car. Yeah.
yeah,
Fuck it, drive it.
yeah. Well, they're stateside, so be on the lookout.
yeah, hike your skirt up and perforate.
What
the
state?
tire.
I believe it's called California.
Yeah.
It's not New York yet. I
Yeah.
don't think. Well, it's like so. It's like it's like anonymous. It's not like they have like plans.
Right, there's not.
Like I could be a tire extinguisher.
Right, right. It's whoever wants to join the cause.
He's infiltrating from the
Could be,
inside.
could be anybody.
We could be the militia. So
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Well, son of a bitch.
Wow.
Yep.
Shook.
yeah,
How's the build?
it's great.
Where we at?
Yeah, what's happening?
To no surprise of anyone, I have missed a deadline.
You set deadlines.
Dude.
It's bold.
I stopped writing the deadlines. I was keeping track of them for a little while. I stopped writing them. What was the
That's
most
good.
recent?
This was supposed to be the
almost
paint
the end of the
deadline.
month. I was supposed to send it last weekend. It is, I would say, almost there. But here's what happened. Right, I was like, wow, I'm almost done sanding this thing. We're making great time. grab the hood to put the hood on, realize I have no way to latch the hood down, need hood latches, and also there's 2 dents in my hood, so now I have to do body work on the hood.
Right.
And then I was like, but where are the hood latches bolt? Ah, that's right. I don't have hood latches. I have to buy aftermarket ones. And then I was like, well, where do those go again? Oh, right. BMWs have the bolt-on front end. I have to sand that whole radiator support thing still. So I have 2 pieces left. But I fixed the trim piece and all the dents on the car.
Why? Why bother?
I don't know why.
I don't know, man.
Sometimes you got to have a nice car.
Have you decided on what you're doing motor-wise yet?
No. I have somebody
I'm
who
just
has
curious
a
if-
full 328 swap with a ZF, Mishi Rad, like the whole setup from front to back.
Mm-hmm.
That is interested in trading for my swap from front to back. But I don't know if, like, now that I've been thinking about it, it's like, do I want to inertia drift the car just to have a stock motor? Do I turbo it later? Do I all motors, soup it up? I'm like, I don't know what I want to do anymore at this
Don't they
point.
have the same horsepower?
No. It'll be like 40 or 50 horsepower difference probably. Maybe
More?
Maybe more. Because the less.
Between what?
More?
No. A
Less.
straight 6 makes like 190 wheel.
Okay.
And my car put down almost corrected 280, 290,
A straight 6 makes how much wheel?
190.
I had a 4 that makes 100 more horsepower than that.
What does?
Nah, maybe 80 more horsepower than that. Yeah, I got a 4 in my M3. It makes
What's the
Oh, yeah.
fastest way to the finish
260.
line?
They're both. I mean, it's the same shit no matter what.
Mm.
I'm not really worried about the motor stuff. I could put that 302 back together in like half a day. It's not that I can't.
What if you just squirt some paint on the stuff as it is now?
On what stuff?
I don't know. Whatever you said you
With the
needed to
radiator
sand.
support?
Yeah.
What if I did that? Then I would just sell the car because all the other work I did was pointless.
But it'd be done.
I don't care. You guys, you don't understand. Like, I don't care if it ever gets done.
like $11.
I have this is a clean. No, they're not $11. Like $150.
$12.50.
Wait, so $150 for a hood. You're telling me so $150 for a hood, right?
Yeah.
How many hours would it be into that hood to fix it?
At this point,
Yeah.
it'd take me like 30 minutes to sand it.
Nah,
Yes.
it's literally impossible.
I don't believe
That's
that.
That's
for a
bench
car.
racing.
I don't.
Bullshit.
I did my rear trim panel.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
I did my rear trim panel in less than 2 hours.
If you were telling me, hey, I can buy a brand new hood for $150, I'd be like, pfft.
No, a used one is
Oh.
$150.
Oh, okay.
Brand new is like $4.
So chances are, a used one for $150 is probably just
It's
going to be
gonna
the
have
same.
the
The
same.
cleanest hood I've ever seen on an E36, and there's 2 small dents in it.
That's the cleanest you've ever seen. Like the 2 small dents in it.
For sale, yes. All the other ones are like, yeah, $200.
Didn't you move
Looks
closer
like
to your
somebody
garage?
dropped a watermelon on it. What?
Gallagher came by, did a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all look like they were used in Hell in the Cell.
Better put the tarp on the front row. Well,
Other than that, I mean, yeah.
Solid
it's just-
update.
It's just going. I mean, whatever. It's just going.
So now you're at an impasse with motor.
Yeah, like that's a big decision because I like how the straight 6 looks better than the 302. To me, the 302 looks like donkey shit. I fucking hate how that thing looks. It's so bad.
It is a Ford.
yeah, it
Yeah.
does look terrible.
The spark plug wires going everywhere, triggering. It's absolutely triggering.
Get some
So-
zip ties. You know the zip tie trick. with
Yeah, I
those.
know the zip tie trick.
Microaggression.
There's so much shit that I want to do if I do it either way, but like
Just
no
put an
matter-
M50 head gasket spacer and a turbo on it. It'll make more horsepower than that 302 could
I
ever
don't-
make.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm not gonna
Make a good motor.
do all that at once. That's not how my bank account is set up. I can't just be like, oh, it's straight 6, and I'll just buy all this fucking
Yeah, start
turbo
slow.
shit.
But
Start
no,
slow.
like you said, put the 302 in it, get out there, have a thrash,
Yep.
and fucking build the
Is
M52.
the 302 together?
Wait, you need
No,
hoods to
it's in
drift?
pieces,
Oh.
which is fine. I have all the pieces. I was gonna.
No, I think he needs the hood to paint.
Oh, just no hood.
I'm
Actually, yeah,
painting-
could you
That's
drift
right.
no
Listen,
hood?
For everybody listening, because I get 1,000 DMs, the car is going to be all one color. Are you all listening? Listen to me. Look at me when I'm talking to you. All one color.
It'll never be any color.
It's gonna be all primer.
be
dude.
big.
It's gonna be all
Yeah.
primer.
The motor is going to be in the bay.
I'm looking for like a frosted gray look.
Yeah.
That's
And then I get a lot of DMs too. Like, listen, I understand. I want a mint car too. I get it. And if I was drifting, I'd want a mint car too. Listen, there are people that understand.
Oh, you're a hero to these guys?
what is
what
that
you're
like your
saying?
mom?
style.
My mom thinks I'm fucking handsome, and I'm gonna have a way cool car.
Well,
boy.
hey man, thanks for the update.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
problem.
great
I'm
update.
taking my time. It'll be done.
You're taking your time.
No, we'll get that.
Yeah. The time has been taken.
I don't
Deadline.
know why
It'll be
Ed's,
done.
Ed's talking mad shit in this chat. He's building a show car. Your car is cleaner than mine.
Yeah, his car's
It's
like
newer.
100
It's
years
like
newer
yeah,
than
it's like
yours.
30
Did he
years
blow
newer.
up the engine and swap it?
Yeah, he already
Yes.
just put a
Yeah,
new
you,
motor in
you
it.
bought long block from Ford. Obviously, I could have done that and slapped that
Oh,
fucking
here he
sucker
is.
in there.
Here he is. Oh,
Fucking tell me if you didn't care what your car looked like, you wouldn't have bought a brand new Mustang.
Shouts to Raph. He does respond with one of the best answers. He just says, "We can't see you."
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
You son of a bitch.
Well, all right. That's a solid update. I look forward to some sort of improvement somewhere that we can build off
Yeah.
of.
Is
together.
there is there anything you're going to try to attempt to do this week?
Like car wise?
Yes.
There when I have no time. That's the issue. I'm also looking for another job, so I'm closer to my house. I could actually clock out and go work on it, and not want to shoot myself while stuck behind people who breathe through their mouth on I-85 for 2.5 hours every day.
there you go.
And that's the biggest thing. I get home at 7 o'clock. The last thing I want to do is go work after I drove for 2.5 hours and worked all day.
Right.
So it's tough. So if I go, it's on the weekend, and it'll be on like a 4-hour stint where I just like try and do as much shit. But with you know how work goes, you're like, what was I gonna do? Oh, I'll do that. Where did I put that tool? Oh, it's over here. What did I do? How the fuck is it 4 o'clock? And then you go home and you're like, I didn't do anything. So that's how it goes.
Well,
All right, good update. Okay.
yeah. Good luck. Good luck.
right.
Otherwise,
Really-
I wish I had more.
Really boosted the
encouraging
morale.
words.
Yeah, let's get out of this
Yeah.
thing. Okay, so little Charlie tech tip there. Told everybody the pump in my GTR. I bought a new, what the hell's the name of that company? Walbro 255.
The
Immediately,
Hellcat pump.
immediately didn't work, so I bought a Hellcat pump. And this is my note to all of you that have 255 Walbro pumps. Buy the one they make for a Hellcat. It's twice the capacity. So me and Kyle put it in, which means Kyle put it in.
What's the price?
It's like $180. I was buying it at cost, but maybe $200.
No, but it's over the Walbro.
$100 maybe, not even.
So worth it.
Yeah, so we popped it in. I'm like, all right, I hope this baby screams like a motherfucker. Turn the key. I'm like, pump's got to be dead. Nope, silent.
It's a silent pump.
The pump is so quiet, it's unbelievable. I was hoping for that 044. Whee!
Yeah.
No.
Gotta go prime it with your mouth. That's what.
Yeah.
That's the
Exactly. That'll do it. It's absolutely silent. It's great. Car's running great. So great. In fact, I put it on rear-wheel drive mode, was blasting idiot spins in the parking lot, and I somehow shook up the rear windshield on that car, and it's now going to leave the vehicle, it seems. So if anybody's a glass guy that listens,
They'll
please
leave the-
holler at your boy.
Leave the chat.
Yeah, I don't know. The glass seems real creaky. I was driving around. It sounded like the Titanic was breaking in half. So, that's what happens when the power comes back.
Just
sketchy.
don't use SafeLight because they do replace, but the repair part they're still figuring that out.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's a good idea for me. That happened. That Hellcat pump, I mean, it's 500 something gallons per hour and it's in tank. It's crazy. That's a crazy person thing, and it fits right in. It's if you got a GTR an R32, it's no bigger than the factory pump. It's in fact smaller, so it's really nice.
So you didn't need a hanger upgrade or anything? Did it come with like an adapter to mount it in the mount?
Yeah, it's called me with a Dremel and
Love that.
a clamp. Yeah, it's perfect.
How
now.
much is that?
That the Dremel? Well, the Dremel was expensive, you know. The clamp was a couple bucks.
Like as a service, if I
Stainless.
needed this done.
As a service, I get you in there for $300.
Okay.
You know, we'll get that thing really set up for you.
Okay.
Get that vet really running hard.
Can
you
I
know?
watch?
Yeah, I prefer you watch.
All right,
you know?
cool.
I'm gonna fuck this up. Are you ready?
Get ready for this. I'm
Put your mask down.
Why don't you have a seat?
Put the blindfold on.
Yeah, intake pumps. It always messes me up that you can just kind of solder and pop it in the tank and you're fine.
Solder in the tank.
No,
you said.
no. You got to take that baby out.
First thing you want to do is heat the gas up a lot.
Get it nice and hot. You got to
Yeah.
run the car hard before you do it.
Yeah,
then
really
drop the
enclose
solder
yourself so the
You wanna
vapor
get-
builds
nice
up.
So you get a
warm.
fan running into the gas tank. Make sure the mixture is just right.
Yeah.
Right.
Base
right.
VR is not wrong. I was hoping the Hellcat pump was as loud as a blower. I was hoping that's what I heard every time I heard a Hellcat. Like, there's the pump, you know?
Yeah, they got crazy loud fuel pumps.
Yeah. God. Silent
sick.
blower. Silent blower. Last thing I have is kind of a, what do I get? Oh, deep thought / kind of a letdown. Big letdown.
Ooh.
Yeah. I previously talked about my brother having a great experience buying an RS3.
That's true.
how unbelievable this experience was.
Yeah.
And if I'm honest with you, the whole thing went up shit creek. No paddles provided.
Yes.
We dealt with our boy who I've called trying to figure out what the hell went on, Audi exclusive, and he will not get back to me. But we agreed on a price verbally with these guys, what it was going to cost, MSRP, got the whole thing in messages, etc.
Yeah.
Okay, here's $1,000. Put it down. This is with his dealership, which is Audi of Reading, Pennsylvania. Give him the $1,000. Great. Yeah, I'll let you know when the car is good to go. Gets a call maybe a couple weeks later. Hey, I'm going to need $3,000 over MSRP. Like after it's been agreed to.
Yeah.
To be clear, it was in addition to the $1,000 down payment too, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So going back and forth, they're not doing anything about it. They just told somebody, he talked to everybody at the DM dealership. I mean, it's a verbal contract at that point. It's crazy. And it's in private messages. So yeah, the most they would do is bring it to $2,000 above MSRP, despite agreeing to that price. And they were like, yeah, sue us basically. So we're in the process of seeing what we're going to do that. But I can't imagine that it's going to cost them less than $3,000. So I mean,
Right, to just
God bless. It's just such a shitbag move. And
especially
I don't know,
after the fact.
I don't know how much our boy was involved in it, and
Yeah.
I can't know because he's not calling me back, which I'm sure is maybe under orders of the company. But it's just such
Potentially, yeah.
bullshit, man. Like, it's do what you say, you know. So,
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much it's worth pursuing. We're looking at it, so we'll see what's going on
I'll
there.
tell you what you do. You got to go there.
Yep.
This is how I talk to the SEO people.
Yep.
What we got to do, we got to meet with them, and a gun will go off. No one will get hurt. Like you bring somebody, it's like, oh yeah, Derek, he just open carries. He's got a new gun, right?
Yeah.
Big open
Yeah,
carry.
look at this thing. Drops it. Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Derek, show it.
After that, hole in the ceiling.
Brandish.
Everything
Yes.
gets big. You gotta get.
I
you
need
gotta
a
brandish.
brandish.
You need a
Yeah.
hard brandish.
Has to be nickel plated. You have to
Yeah.
brandish.
So they sent him, instead of just refunding his credit card, they sent a check, which is a strategy, obviously,
For the
because
deposit.
yeah, then it's like
if he cashes it, he's accepted.
they can see he's accepted this. We haven't even seen that check. I don't think they even sent it verified mail. So
Yeah.
I don't know what they're trying to do, but yeah, it seems like a real shit idea on their part. And as I said, if the homie had gotten back to me and been like, "Hey man, we can't do it," they're leaning on me here. Like I get it, but it's just like, dude, I met you in real life.
Right. Right.
kind of
What
bullshit.
is-
That's
you
the
know?
fucked up part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
call you on the phone. Like we
Yeah.
talked before, like a bunch.
and I assume that's why
Planning to buy a
he's,
car for my wife to this guy, and it's
he's
just like, what the hell?
avoiding it. I don't know.
Yeah, he is.
I
He
just,
is.
I don't know.
So yeah, I don't know. That's my story. I let you figure out your own conclusion, but that's exactly what happened.
Right.
In the meantime, me and my bro Ham went and bought B5 S4, which is, I know, the worst decision ever.
Hey, we
Hear me
at Gay
out.
Asses all the time.
Hear me out.
Guilty pleasure car.
Yeah.
What do
Guilty
I
pleasure
say?
car, killer price.
Killer price.
Know about this car. Used to deal with it when I owned the shop.
Yeah.
Jesse, who's the biggest hater of B5 S4s in the world, says it's a great car. Built by AW. The second C in the Chuck system stands for concealed carry. Austin, you're the best. Car has been fully upgraded to RS3 spec or Stage 3 AWE by AWE. It was built at their shop. Crazy amount of working in this car. Like fiberglass ducting into the big intercoolers, KO4s, makes at least 400 horsepower. Killer car. So he's pretty stoked on that, and it's cheap money. So, he's still expecting to receive his RS3 from the guys of Audi of Reading. But
Really hell of a setup once you
nice
got
little easy car to get.
Sounds like an origin story now.
It's a bit of an origin
You got a
story.
B5 S4 and then an RS3.
Yeah.
That's quite the rig.
What's
Good
better than
combo.
that?
Big Audi guy now.
Yeah, so he's
Huge
got,
Audi guy now.
huge
To
Audi
be
guy.
fair, he's always been an Audi guy.
He's been an Audi guy for. He had a B7 S4 Avant.
Yep.
Did he have any other Audis?
Yeah, he did. He had the white one.
Oh, he had a
the
B8 S4. Yeah, he's a big Audi
Huge
guy.
Audi guy. He had that one. Did he have any others? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it did.
And
And
an Audi
actually,
family. That's why my man's missing out. My wife, all she wants to buy ever is Audis.
That's
and I have
true.
To talk her off the
She's
ledge.
a big Audi
She's
person,
at an
too.
S6, an S5. She's like, and I was like, hey, maybe we'll talk to this guy. We'll get you an S6.
Yeah.
Not anymore, bud.
Yeah.
I'll figure someone else out, I guess. That's bullshit. So anyways, yeah, that's what we're dealing with. We got this B5. It fucking rips. He's outdoing me on displacement because my RB has 2.6 liters. He's got 2.7. Don't like that one bit.
the good news is that there's many Audi dealerships.
Yeah. Plenty of them. Plenty of them closer. So yeah, that's what's going on there. I don't know. Still feel free to call me. I'd love to figure out what the fuck's going on. And then all I got is we got some events coming up. This Lock City, right?
Friday.
This weekend, Friday and Sunday.
Sunday.
Is that correct?
Friday and
Sunday.
Sunday.
It's
Yes.
the Assemble Your Crew Friday.
Assemble your crew,
Drift teams competing against each other.
Anchorman style.
Love to see that.
Hopefully nobody gets stabbed with a trident,
Yep.
but that's happening Friday. And then the big old competition
Mm-hmm.
on Sunday.
Competizione.
On Sunday. Yep.
That's going to be great. I know we did a video with Jordan. Did
Did
we
a video
not?
with Jordan. Just released that a couple days ago.
He
Did
seems,
a little vloggy poo. He's very
seems
excited.
like he's gonna take it.
He's very excited. Like
You can tell in the video he's very excited.
Tyson in his prime excited.
Guy's unbelievable. He looks like a
Like,
SpongeBob
I want to
character.
eat your heart. I want to eat your children excited.
Yeah. No, he's ready to go. So he's very confident for
I
this.
believe
one.
Mike Tyson said, "I'm gonna fuck you till you love me."
Yeah, he said that. Yep, quoted.
I think it was more to that quote that we're
I
not
was
going to get
gonna
into.
say- Yeah.
Oh, that's my part. That's
Yeah.
my part of the quote.
Yeah.
No,
That's
I
what
love
I'm
that.
allowed to say.
I believe he said he was going to slip into Bolivia. After this fight, I'm going to slip into Bolivia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might
Actually,
have
I had
been-
that
might have
down
meant
there
it.
as the Jordan video because I had a quite a good time watching that.
Yeah, Jordan, hell of a guy.
Hell of a guy.
I
What a video.
enjoyed. I
That guy
enjoyed
knows his
his kind of behind the scenes look of the anime stuff, the car inspiration, the things that are hidden on there. It was,
That's
it was
something.
quite good.
That's something.
It's quite good.
And then I finally have Wolfscar approacheth.
Yep.
So everybody keep it in
Wolfscar
mind.
a cometh.
It's the first weekend of August. Is that
First weekend of August. Yes.
correct? We're going to be there. Some of us.
Some of you.
Some of you.
Two
will
of
be
us.
there.
Most of you.
Most of us.
Yeah.
It's going to be perfect. We can't wait to see you guys there.
50%.
Oh.
We know Shook's not going.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
everybody
yeah.
knows
Yeah.
that guy. Wolfscar.
Not one? Oh no.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Small pitch.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, 50% of us.
Yeah.
I have a deep thought.
You have
Oh
a-
wow.
Oh. Holy
Wow.
shit.
It's like kind of related.
Yep.
So I was listening to Under the Stairs podcast this morning,
Yep.
the Garrett P episode about
Yep.
jet skis,
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
where he mentioned, John mention that he worked at Murder King, a Burger King,
Oh,
famously
yes,
known
that-
for a murder.
Yes.
So they call it
long
Murder
story
King?
short, on Route 24 in Massachusetts.
Brockton?
Just about.
Okay.
On 24 north and south, there are, dueling Burger Kings, if you will.
Wow.
In his adolescent days, teenage days, John Stayers worked there behind the grill. You can picture it. Long hair, bowl cut, probably listening to Corn.
You
Yeah.
could have cut yourself on the amount of edge.
Right. Just
Yeah, a lot of edge.
He's
huge,
definitely got like a necklace on of some sort.
huge pants.
Yeah. One of those
So he worked there.
shell
He
necklaces.
got out there in the real world trying to make a living.
Yep.
And unfortunately, the Burger King that he worked at, someone was done in.
Oh,
Done
yeah?
in?
Yeah. By
While
another
he was there?
employee. No.
By another employee?
By
Wait,
another employee.
So employee crime?
I believe so, yeah.
That's crazy.
I think he might have been at the other one. And I say dueling Burger Kings
It was
because
Bridgewater.
they both worked at, yeah, that's exactly where it is.
BK on BK.
Michael
Crime.
Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bridgewater. Yeah, so he sent me the thing.
Not
so
to, not, you know,
So an
not to,
employee killed another employee?
he
yes,
said,
I believe
Cat
so.
Burger King?
It was in the Cape Cod Times. He linked me the woman slain at Mass Rest restaurant.
Yeah.
That's not a
Slain.
I think she was,
I hate when people call fast food places restaurants.
Wait, on the highway?
yeah,
That one in 24 over there?
yeah. The same one where the Lucid caught on fire not too long ago?
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
Oh, see, Michael Wolf is right
Wow,
on.
guy's really on top of it.
Johnny on the spot.
Yeah,
Purpose. They
exactly.
attack this guy.
Yeah.
They well, she got robbed. They were stealing her stuff, and they saw her legs
Oh.
sticking out from underneath the stall in the bathroom.
Yep.
Oh, wait, so she got robbed there? It wasn't
Well, the
person on
lady who killed her, Stephen O'Reilly.
Stephen A.
Oh no,
Smith.
he heard it. Sorry, there was a pool of blood outside the woman's room.
What the fuck?
O'Reilly drew his gun, opened the door, and inside found Leahy near the sink with Zapp's wallet in his hand. So it was a man killed a woman in a Burger King
Bathroom.
Okay. I can't remember if they were both employees, though.
I don't know. I don't want to read the whole thing. It's crazy. But
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
so
a wild
anyways,
story.
Yeah, maybe we wouldn't want to research
my
it at all.
coworker referenced Murder King. So
Yeah.
I went, holy shit, I just heard about this today. Is it
Yeah,
the
it's
one
real.
in Mass? And they
Yeah.
went, no, it's the one in Woonsocket.
There's another
So
one?
this is a thing?
I said, there's two Murder Kings?
That adds up.
Well, I
So
mean,
Woonsocket
there's-
adds
The
up.
one in Woonsocket one's crazy because two people got killed execution style.
Two piece in a soda.
Jesus.
Wait, back up. 2 people killed execution style in a Burger King.
At the same time?
What is the
Yeah.
context?
I'm thinking there's a big
I know I didn't look
conspiracy
it
here.
up, but that's what she said. It happened a
Yeah,
long
we
time
really
ago.
want to make sure we do our due
Okay.
diligence here.
That
I
seems
know.
unlikely.
I will find out. It's true.
I could be crossing restaurateur murders here because
Was that the Kabul Burger King? I mean,
not too far from me.
It was in
In
Syria?
North Dartmouth is a old country buffet, or there used to be,
OCB.
where there was,
A
I
murder?
believe, a woman murdered by. That was where the other employee murdered her. Or
Hold
him.
on.
Yeah.
Was that execution style?
No, I think that was just.
It's strange you mentioned that, but it's down the street. There's a Taco Bell. Where
Yep.
the entire staff was murdered execution style.
And their families.
Yeah, their families, yeah.
All
This
right.
is this is the craziest shit I've ever heard.
1 second. The morning of July 30th, 1991 started with a frantic call to
Good
Woonsocket,
year.
Rhode Island Police Department. Officers were sent to a local Burger King where a manager walked in to discover 2 of his employees lying in pools of blood, both shot execution style.
Haha.
The 21-year-old Tammy Petrin died on the way to the hospital, while 24-year-old overnight custodian Jenna something, I don't even know how to pronounce that, was dead upon arrival. Confused and concerned, like police normally are, they began to look into why this happened. And then
Concerned?
the article goes here.
Certainly confused.
So did they find the guy? I don't know. I'll do more research.
Yeah.
Anyways, my deep thought is it's crazy we have to. It's crazy that there's 2 murder kings, and as
You
human
have to
beings,
decipher?
I shouldn't have to say which murder king.
Yeah.
Buddy.
There should be no murder kings.
They're like an hour from each
I
other.
would say they're not even that far apart.
They're not that far
You
apart.
could
Why are
walk
there
to them both in a
2?
day.
Buddy, I present to you the human condition.
There's 2 murder kings.
The Matrix
out of
was right.
control.
We
Not that
are
Murder King, the other Murder King.
Yeah.
we are a virus.
I'd say the,
We're a fucking plague.
the one
Yeah.
the one with 2 heads on it is the Murder King.
Yeah. King Murder King.
The other
King
one
of
could be
the
Murder
Murder
Queen.
Murder king.
You should
Right.
clip that shit. There's 2 murder kings. Get on the button.
Timestamp.
Wait, we got to skate video it.
I just, yeah, that's impressive.
It's wild.
Good part of the world up here.
Go ahead. You want to tickle your fancy? Look up the old country buffet one on your time. I mean, but just
yeah,
read
not
that
right now.
story.
Before
Not
you
good.
go to bed, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Next time we
Corey's
go to
gonna
a
spiral
buffet.
on it real quick.
All right. I'm going to rapid fire. 150 miles in with the Civic. AC, windows up, it's bliss. New exhaust, new battery thanks to Katie Designs. Shouts to them.
Big shouts.
Figuring that out. And the last thing that's most important, and I do want to move on, congrats to Sam Smith, Sam Joey in the chat room and on Instagram. He got engaged. Shouts to him.
Big
Oh,
shouts.
big shouts.
Big shouts. Sam Joey has shot stuff for the magazine, stuff for the website previously, so big shouts to him.
Big
Across
moves,
the old
buddy.
pond,
Big
right?
moves.
He's across the old pond.
He is, yes.
So, but yeah.
Let's see. I don't think I have any more callbacks. We can. Oh yeah, I have a bit of news thing. B for B.
B for B.
I think it's time for the B for B.
See if I can find the button here.
Spot on.
Hey, everybody. Bucks for the boys again. Just your typical us telling you how to support our podcast. How do we keep this baby running? Well, we got a program we call Bucks for the Boys. How do you get involved? Go to revivalmotoring.com/B for B. Sustainable donation section. You can just donate how much you want to give us per podcast. We don't run any ads. We don't have any weird pop-up things in the middle of the podcast, which I hate on every podcast I listen to. We just, once in a podcast, go through our Bucks and the Boys segment. So you can pick a sustainable donation there. If you want to do a one-off, you can hit us up at info@revivalmotoring.com on PayPal.
Yep.
Include a message. We'll read it no matter what you say.
Yeah, pretty much.
We'll read anything. Give us a message. Tell us something cool.
Maybe not if you're threatening somebody at a Burger King,
Yeah,
but
maybe.
I
Depends
mean,
on the donation at
you're
that
right.
point.
I don't know. I think I'd
every-
like to be a part of Murder King 3.
Yeah.
It's a very rich lore.
Yeah,
It's very nice.
Is this
It's a
like
big
a-
New England classic.
did we
Yeah.
just
Revival
create
Murder
a?
King stickers coming soon.
Did we just
Oh,
create a
Murder King,
horror
okay.
franchise? Horror has been lacking, if you ask me.
Yeah, Murder King 3 could do
This
it.
could be like we just got to get Nicolas Cage involved somehow.
Oh, he'd accept it.
Yeah,
Despite all my rage.
100%. He's
Well,
right.
how much money you got in your pocket?
What are you getting there?
So yeah, info@revivalmotoring.com on PayPal. And yeah, just figure out, hey, is this podcast worth anything to you at all? We'll take anything. And if it's not, which apparently it is to lots of you, just don't give us anything, you know?
Michael Wolf. Shouts
Michael
to you.
Big
Wolf,
shouts.
listen for the boys at Topics. All right, fuck it.
Yeah, well,
hey.
like us, right?
We love those guys.
Goes to the mothership.
Big shouts. And also, other ways you can get involved, you can send us tips.
Yep.
On DMs, emails, whatever you want. Send us funny graphics, songs. We don't care. Send us anything. We just try and interact with somebody. We're real lonely. Another great way to do it, We go live on YouTube every Wednesday about what, 7 p.m. Eastern time?
I'd say between 7 and 8.
And you can get live, and you can, like Michael Wolf, you can throw some bucks, which we love.
Mm-hmm.
You can interact with us and bullshit with us and distract us from our job, which is great. Yeah, we love it all. So that's kind of the bucks for the boys. We appreciate everything. We are only responsible and held liable by you guys.
Yeah.
We can say whatever the fuck we want. If you don't like it, we just don't get paid. We get it.
Yeah.
So it's big for us.
Try to keep things as simple as possible.
We appreciate it.
You guys get paid?
Not really.
No, that's why we're asking for money.
Yeah, that's
Working on it.
I'm going to try a new approach, reverse psychology. I don't want you to donate.
Oh, shit. Shook's got too much
You better
money.
not, actually, because it'll make me mad if you do.
Yeah, there you go. Shook's got too much money. That's going to backfire big time.
Yeah.
If you are an active B4B subscriber, you will receive different things in the mail sometime. Postcards, stickers, maybe a toenail or two.
Yep.
Maybe a booklet on Murder King.
Maybe
Maybe
a Murder King sticker.
maybe
Exclusive.
maybe some info on the Bridgewater Triangle.
Maybe a pair of
Ooh.
Nike Decades from the Heaven's Gate.
Yep.
Oh, geez. No,
wow.
those are way too expensive. We literally cannot afford those.
Yeah, we definitely can.
I,
Yeah, we
I
cannot.
wanted to do a Heaven's Gate Halloween costume where I wore a purple blanket and had the Nike Decades on until I eBayed Nike Decades.
Yeah.
If you want a heart attack.
Oh, we looked like
Thousands.
a couple months ago.
No, thank you.
Wild. But if you are an active B4B subscriber, you will receive stuff in the mail. And
Good stuff.
thanks for giving us your address.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Also, we have a way to track how good our Bucks of the Boys are doing. Also, do we have any new reviews?
Unfortunately, we do not.
Do we have any messages?
No messages, but I have
Big
new
strikeout.
subs.
We get some new subs.
Yeah.
Shout out to the new
so-
subs. Who we got?
Actually, if Corey does, oh no, there's my Word document. There it is.
Here's the doc.
Let's see, 2 new subs. Gabriel H
Gabriel H.
and Yuri P.
Yuri P. Thank you,
big,
guys.
Yuri.
Incredible shout
Yuri
to
is from
Yuri.
last year. I'm sorry, last week. So
Well,
yeah,
Yuri
big shouts
again.
to Yuri.
Big shout.
But that is it for that.
We also have a way to calculate if we did good. And what we do is we call it bucks per listen. We take the amount of listens we have,
Go BPL.
the amount of bucks we have, and we send it to NASA, and they do something with it, and it comes up with bucks per listen. We don't quite know what they're doing there. Corey, do we have a number?
We do.
How many
We're
bucks
still
per
in
listen?
double digits.
Double digits.
Hanging on by a thread.
Let's go.
10 cents a listen.
Ooh. Is it
Still
a hard
in the double
10?
digits.
Soft
10
10?
cents a listen.
It's a legitimate 10.
Okay.
All right.
I think a little bit more of one, a little bit less of another.
Yeah.
We might have been a 9.
Could
Could have been a 9.
Could have been. Definitely would have been a 9.
Oof.
yeah.
Is that
9
a
cents
10 out of 10?
Could have been a good 9.
It's a 10 out of a dollar.
I'm sorry, did you say tan?
10.
Oh, 10.
Tan.
I didn't know if it was.
Tan's not a number.
I know. I had a friend
a
who
state of
once
mind.
said tan from afar, but far from a 10. And I said, that's not the saying, right? And he said, yeah, it's because they're tan from afar. You don't know if they're hot. And I went, okay,
Oh, wow.
that's not the saying.
That's not.
Wow, that's
You-
a
you're
deep,
the one
that's a
taking-
deep thought.
Online autism.
I no
test.
longer talk to this person.
That's a deep thought at that point.
It is.
All right.
But anyways,
Moving along.
bucks of the boys.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody that subscribes.
Yeah.
Everybody that's throwing us some cashola. We appreciate it. That's why I have this fancy studio.
It's a huge help.
But that was mostly just Corey dedicating his life to racing in the desert and filming it.
Let's cue the other boys. News. This one, I just love doing these types of exercises, so we're going to start off with this one.
Oh, boy.
Boys, 5 car brands with the most at-fault accidents in 2022.
Most at-fault accidents.
At fault.
In 2022.
Does it have to be
Here we
new
go.
cars?
Peter, what do you got?
First, Ram, got to be on the list.
Ram has
Yeah,
to.
no,
I
Rams
will
100.
Confirm.
Does this include drunk driving?
Ram is most DUIs, which is
Yeah,
why I say that.
100%. Ram.
Ram is 100% on the list.
Does it count just new cars or can it be old cars?
I think all cars, right?
I think all cars.
Nissan.
Yeah, but Nissan what?
Altima.
Altima?
Altima's
Gil the Thrill.
Altima's vehicular homicide.
Top
in a
5,
car.
Nissan, not on the
60
list.
Gil,
What? I don't believe that.
Gil, how much you want for that thing?
Yeah,
Gil,
Gil. Give us some deets.
Oh, E46 M3 for sale. Yeah,
6
manual
speed.
2004.
Put those deets in the...
We'll get you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hit us with the deets there. Wow, that's a good way. Hey, you want your shit sold? Throw us a few bucks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
get
Yeah,
hype it up.
seriously.
We're advertising.
It's right there.
We got Gil the Thrill out
Like
there.
paying to list. That's something else.
That's huge.
It's perfect.
Okay, so Nissan's not on there.
Nissan is not on
They're
there.
ignoring Altima accidents.
I'm gonna go with Toyota Camry.
Toyota
No, it's
is
just
not on there.
brands.
Just brands.
Subaru.
Oh, Toyota.
Subaru.
So Toyota's not on there,
Let's see.
which is
Toyota.
suspect, which means they're great drivers because there's the most cars on the road.
Toyota is not on here.
You have Subaru?
This is just for 2022, by the way. This is just
Our man's saying Subaru.
they're on there.
Jeez, this guy's a pro. All right, let me get one.
All right, so you're 2 for 2 right now.
2 for 2. Let's go. I'm going. I mean, Ram's bad.
Just brands? I mean,
Chevy.
Just brands.
Give me Chevy. Let me get
Chevy's
Chevy.
not on there.
Come on.
Wait,
Tesla.
You said most,
Tesla's not on there.
No,
What
of course
the
not.
fuck?
you said most crashes per brand.
Yeah.
The
Go ahead, Pete, give us another one. Pull it
five
out
car
there.
brands with the most at-fault accidents in 2022. Not most crashes, at-fault accidents.
Yeah,
No.
Really?
Nope.
There's so many.
Pete, you gotta do
I'll
it.
give you. You want the list now?
No. Pete's
Yeah.
gonna call another one.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm
Let's see.
thinking.
He's got. Yeah, you guys are missing 3 pretty big ones.
I mean,
Volkswagen.
Bird.
Volkswagen's on there.
God, give me 2 more.
He's
give me 2 more.
he's 3 for
He's
3.
going all the way.
Fucking clairvoyant tonight.
God. Hyundai.
Yep.
Oh,
that's
yes.
one.
There we go.
If
And
there's
one
Hyundai, it's
more.
gotta be Kia.
Fire me up.
No, Kia's not on there.
I'm just,
Oh, I can't. I'm so
0
happy I got one. I've never been
Huge
this happy.
L's.
I'm betting 0, dude. I
Did you
got
say
nothing.
Ford?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
How is
no.
it not Ford?
This is not an American company. The
Oh,
last
really
one
giving
to
away
round
Pete
to
to
round out the
slam
list.
dunk this one.
BMW?
Nope.
I give up.
I mean, not American.
Audi.
Nope.
Who can it be?
Mazda.
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 Oh,
Would
did
not
you
have
say
known.
not an American company?
Yeah. Mazda's Japanese.
Yeah.
It's Ford. it's Ford, okay? It's Ford.
Yeah, we were partial.
They don't make the Tribute anymore.
5. Okay, so 5 car brands
Ford.
with the most at-fault accidents in 2022. Now you want the
Rams number 1.
list. Ram's number 1.
Yeah, of course.
Hell
Of course.
yeah.
Of course,
That
Ram's number
writes
one.
itself.
Hyundai is number 5. Actually, I'll start from the bottom. Hyundai is number 5. Let's see. Hyundai drivers with an at-fault accident on record, 10.3%. 11% greater than the national average.
That's amazing.
The worst offender, the Genesis Coupe,
Oh, I believe it.
That makes sense.
13
Oh, yeah.
13.89% of Genesis Coupe drivers have reported an at-fault accident.
Holy
Wow.
that's a lot.
That's huge.
That's like
The-
thousands of cars.
Oh,
oh my
the
God.
best behaved is the Elantra Coupe with only 5.6% of drivers reporting an at-fault
Well, yeah,
accident.
because they made like 3 Elantra coupes.
The Elantra
I've seen-
coupe?
I've seen one in my life.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a thing.
The Elantra.
Yeah, you know, I don't think I've ever
Sure,
phrased
can us
that
put an
before.
Elantra coupe up on the
It's like the previous gen. They made a 2-door Elantra.
2-door Elantra. All right,
like
well, he
how the-
brings that up. What do we got for numero 4?
Number
Yeah.
4 is Mazda. Let's see,
Oh, wow.
10.4%.
It's sharp.
Oh, wow.
It's
Very
smiling.
sharp.
That is,
I ain't mad at it.
It's smiling before impact.
It's the last thing you ever see.
Yeah.
Mazda's share of drivers is 10.41%.
What are they crashing? CX3s?
They're crashing out. So for
Everything.
Mazda in particular, Mazda's worst offender is the CX3, which 12.62% of drivers have reported at-fault accidents. The best behaved in Mazda's class is the Mazda 2, which is 7.65% of those
again.
drivers.
Yeah.
Let's
You
see.
crash a 2, it's done.
Yeah, right. You're dead.
You can't be at fault if you're dead.
This next one, not surprising. Volkswagen, 10.46% of their vehicles are involved in at-fault accidents. The worst offender being the Jetta.
You mean our listener base?
Yeah.
11.71% of drivers
The Jetta.
have reported an at-fault
It's all
accident
college
driving.
girls and the Jettas.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
exactly.
what I was thinking. The best behaved, this is very surprising because
GTI?
the Atlas.
No, that's not surprising. It's like a bunch of
It's really new.
middle-aged people buying
Too
this.
slow to wreck.
That's true.
I don't know. I wouldn't
People are
guess
just
so.
driving under it.
Number 2, Subaru.
Yep.
10.75% at-fault accidents for them. The worst offender, the WRX,
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh, yeah.
Not surprising.
with
What they sell the
13
most of.
13.7% of owned WRXs have reported an at-fault
total?
accident.
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
You're
I
going to tell
think-
me the Tribeca was the least offended.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
best
The V6.
behaved, the Ascent,
Yeah, it's her SUV. It's like the modern Tribeca.
Yeah.
and number 1.
I think this is only current year cars.
Yeah, it must be.
Because Ultima would
Yeah,
outdo
yeah,
all
this
the
these.
Elantra Coupe is not made.
Oh, that's
anymore.
true.
Yeah, that's not a current
That's
year.
true.
Is a Mazda 2 current year?
No, they don't make
No.
it anymore either.
You're telling me more people have vaped so much in their WRX they couldn't see and crash into something than Nissan Altima's
Doesn't-
flying through the
Nissan
air taking
Altima's just like
bridges?
maybe does it have in the small print that it doesn't count
Josh
Nissan Altimas?
O'Hara, Josh O'Hara says in the chat, Ultima drivers leave the scene, so that's why they're not reporting.
Can't report it if they're not there.
Yeah,
One time I edited
Very-
these top speed record Wikipedia article.
Yeah.
Like number 2, X person in this special, on the salt flats, whatever. And like number 1, it's like, John Stewart in 2003 Ultima 3.5 Mach 7 on 95 North.
I just love the fact that Ultimate drivers leave the scene.
Yeah.
Because that's what 100%
It's the most
correct.
accurate thing.
That's
The
what
wheel
100%
like
correct.
hanging off and
The
shit.
VIN was scratched off. Like,
The car was set aflame. I don't know what it was. And numero uno
I need to hear the Ram specs.
in the top spot. There are 10.82% of Ram drivers
Way
that
less
have
than
reported
expected.
an at-fault accident.
so many.
The worst offender
The Ram.
being the Ram 3500
35. I think that's a drunk driving one too.
with
Yeah, it is.
14.4. I mean,
They come with a tox
14% of drivers reporting an
That's
at-fault
like so. That's
accident.
15%. So that's like what is that? Like 1 in 8. I think it's worse than that.
1 in 835. If you see a 3500 behind you, get away.
Run.
I
right.
don't know how often I see 3500s.
It's because they're all wrecked.
I don't really see them.
If you see them up close.
Yeah.
Or upside down.
The best behaved Ram is the ProMaster 1500.
Yeah,
Oh, they're
it's a
really,
bunch of- it's a bunch of electricians
dicing this
driving
up.
Fuck
Yeah.
is a ProMaster 1500?
It's a commercial
like a
vehicle.
transit van.
Oh.
Let's see. This brand's owners
It's like
are the most
FTD.
accident-prone motorists in the nation.
Yeah. No, I mean, Ram is just.
Ram drivers are 17% more likely to have caused an accident in the past 7 years than the average American driver.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's because they don't have any fucking reaction time driving in my trunk.
I thought that was just a very fun little segment. to
That is
That's
excellent.
solid.
Always like to keep tabs on those.
Well, boys, I'm going to go to the most obvious news.
Yes.
The news that most gets my berries tingled.
Ooh.
Ford Raptor R.
Yes.
They finally put the
Sure, hit us.
Yeah.
They put the Shelby GT500 motor in it, which I think Corey called.
Yep.
And that's good for 700 horsepower and 640 foot-pounds of torque. It's the old 5.2 liter V8. The power dome is 1 inch bigger, so not compensating.
Power Dome.
And I believe it'll be $109,000. I read a comment online that said it still looks like an Affliction shirt, which is correct.
The graphics are very unnecessary.
Yep.
There's photos of the truck without graphics.
You mean totally necessary?
Great.
Here's the deal, though. If a Ford Ranger was wearing an Affliction shirt, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
But if a Ford Raptor is wearing an Affliction shirt, that's like
That guy trains.
you're
I don't
talking.
think
Yeah,
either are
you're
good.
saying like McGregor wearing an Affliction shirt versus like somebody who
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
even
there's
fight
some
MMA.
beef behind it. There's some beef behind it. They're gunning, obviously, for the TRX.
Come on,
Josh's
man.
watch just listen to us.
I love the way it looks. Less graphic.
You can not get the graphic.
Yeah, I don't hate the graphic that much,
That's
but
my point.
I would never drive a car with it on it.
Yeah, it's factory option. I think
Scroll
you
down
actually
a
have
little
to
bit,
pay
Chuck,
for that.
please.
What?
Scroll down a little. Nope, back up. I just want to
Oh,
read.
back down a little.
You want
Says
me to zoom
ordering opens today for the new 2023 F-150 Raptor R. Most
37.
powerful Raptor. Wow.
Oh, it did me.
37.
For 106 grand, I'd rather have the Hummer. I'll just say it.
Would you really?
You'd rather have the Hummer?
The electric?
Absolutely. Between that, the thing is like even with 700 horsepower, these are not like fast. Like the Escalade V had like 680 horsepower. It wasn't fast.
Yeah.
It's like the Hummer is hauls ass.
Yeah.
You'd break something?
You dropped the whole microphone on me.
Jesus.
Christ.
That's
This
why
is your first time?
Shook, you give me one of them polars?
Yeah, you want a polar?
So what's interesting is the Escalade V sounds great, right?
Oh yeah. Sounds amazing.
But it's not fast because it's moving like you're moving like a land.
It's a lot of
yacht.
weight.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
not
ways
like
a house.
fast. It's
Yeah.
like goes 0 to 60 in like 4 and change.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, it's impressive for a
To
fucking
be fair, that's
Escalade.
pretty fucking
Yeah,
quick for an
right. But
Escalade.
like in the grand scheme of things, it's like, you got what, I bet you like the next BRZ will do that. You know?
yeah,
the best.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. No, you're right. Next BRZ will weigh a third of.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it weighs more than a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Substantially more.
Listen, I like it. First gen Raptor, my favorite.
Built Ford tough to conquer the desert.
Yeah.
Nobody with a Raptor R is going to conquer a desert.
True.
Probably not.
You're just
If
going
you
to
go to the
conquer a
desert-
highway.
We
If you
tried
go
with
to the
Humvees.
desert,
You didn't really
they're
plan.
all conquering the desert.
No, I guess.
If you go actually into a desert,
That's
they're
where
all
they are?
out there. Yeah, they're all out there.
All right.
And they're not bashful about
I
it.
take that
And
back.
that's how they
You're
don't
gonna
get into
conquer the
accidents.
Yeah.
Does
Here, no,
does
you're
the
not gonna-
TRX conquer the desert?
You don't. It wasn't really out too much when I was out there. A lot of Raptors.
Shook, keep scrolling.
Almost
I wanna
everything
see
was a
if
Raptor.
I saw
there's,
that Kenny from the block was driving one.
Yep.
Oh, this is convenient.
Please
Danger,
don't.
danger.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to see. Did they
Not on the first
name?
Can't.
Did they
Pour
name
it
how
in there.
many they're making?
I don't think
I
there's
think
ever
they're
been
making
a
as
number.
many
as
as you
possible?
can fucking hammer out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ford can't make anything. They can't make. You get an email like every week.
I think
I
F-150
found this marked up XYZ Ford. Can you believe
You
this?
wrote an article, speaking of Ford and you and
Maverick.
articles, the Maverick, $22,000 over MSRP. There's some shitbag local dealership I'm not going to name that's also doing the same
Oh,
thing.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean,
ridiculous.
One dealership an episode.
$22,000 over MSRP.
on a Maverick, which you can get for $22,000.
It was a
Holy
hybrid unit as well.
shit.
Yeah, I just had a Maverick, and it's like for like mine was I had one with an EcoBoost and like nothing else, and for the money it was like 24. It's like,
Yeah.
man, what? That's like so much car for the money.
Yeah.
But once you add that much, the one that I wrote up was like a hybrid, so it's NA. It was a Lariat, so it was like the top trim.
Yep.
So it's stickered for like 32,
Mhm.
and then once you put 22 grand on the hood, it's like a $53,000.
Which is just
Oh my
crazy.
God.
Micro truck.
Yeah.
It's actually not that small. It's like the size of a Telluride.
Listen, you're going to sell me on them. I
It's-
want one. If I could get one, I would buy it. But I
no,
can't
you
get one.
You can't get them for
Yeah.
anything.
They
close
haven't
to
even
this.
reopened ordering yet for them.
No, you're right.
It was supposed to be August of this year, and it looks like it's going to get pushed back.
I know you were looking at the Santa Cruz too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I
were
would
talking
get-
about that.
I would get the Santa Cruz personally.
All
Really?
day.
I think that the Maverick interior is like not.
A lot to be desired.
Yeah, and it's like even though a tester I had was like stuff was rattling a little bit. Like
So- The Santa Cruz that we sat in at the New York Auto Show, like the
That was
price
top
on that
spec.
thing
yeah.
Yeah.
was high, but the interior was like this is like a
It
luxury
made you
interior.
The
feel-
interior is really nice. You
Yeah,
get,
the
like,
interior is worth
ventilated
it.
seats and like everything, and I like the quality is better. There's more room in the back too. Like there's
Yeah.
not much room in the back of Maverick actually.
No, I mean,
I was expecting
Tiny.
like more. It's like we did a thing. We were designing accessories for the fit
oh,
slot.
don't
Yeah,
worry,
yeah,
I'm
we
going to
were-
get
we
there.
were-
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
talking
Yeah,
about
don't
that.
worry, I'm going to get there. Yeah.
But we were surprised. Me and Rob were like, we were like gonna do some crazier shit, but it's not much. We couldn't. You just like get like 7 inches of space.
Yeah, to be fair, he did some crazy shit, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Cool. Yeah. It was fun.
I don't even know how we got there. Oh, Raptor
Raptor R
over.
$109,000 is crazy money for that thing.
What do we think they're going to go for?
130,
130.
More
Okay,
than
I was
that.
thinking.
unless the whole world falls apart first.
I was thinking like
150.
150.
You think 150?
Dude, people are flipping Hummers still for like crazy money, like 200 grand.
No shit.
Weren't Raptors only like 50 or 60K?
Well, the regular ones are like 60, I think, or
Yeah.
60 or 70.
So you think
but
it's going to be 3 times the price?
the R's are the V8 ones, and they start at 106.
For the current market, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you
I-
ever buy that? That's crazy.
106 is crazy. You
Yeah.
get a Jeep 392 and like a vet.
You buy a lot of car for 100
That's a good
grand.
point.
Hey,
Yeah.
Get
the
two
Raptor
cars.
R is a lot of car.
It's a lot. It's many cars.
Yeah.
What's
Honestly-
a 392 Jeep? Oh, they're like 60 grand, aren't they?
No, they're like more than that. They're like
Yeah, they're
70
up
or
there.
Are they that much?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they start like
Can't
70.
just get a Jeep Sport and a vet.
Let's be
Yeah,
honest. No one really cares about the Raptor. What they do care about is a Civic Type R.
What do you mean? I cared about the Raptor so much.
Yeah, I'm also
No, you
caring about it. What about the Civic Type R?
Is
that
today is the reveal.
Today's the
Today it's
reveal?
happening right now, yeah.
happening
Bring
right
it up.
72 minutes. It'll be revealed.
I saw the embargoed photos actually. I can't share them, but
That doesn't go live till tomorrow.
Give us your.
Wait, no, it's live right now. Never mind.
Curly
Please.
lives.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I would say you're allowed to give us impressions, right? no
yeah, I
details.
can't give you driving impressions. I haven't driven.
No, but like visual.
Yeah, I mean, I think it it looks. It's obviously that you can't top how toned up the last one was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's toned down compared to that, but it's like it's much more
Less
Tune-
boy racer.
less boy racer, but more like kind of tunery.
More
I would
man
guess
racer?
I would describe it. Like
Big wing?
there's less stuff going on, but the stuff that's there is kind of more like what you would expect, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there tons of aero? Can you disclose tons
There
of arrow?
is a rear wing.
Okay. Cool.
There's also things on the front.
Yeah.
Ankle biters?
Okay.
Well, you said 72 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll
It's
find
at
out.
10 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, 10. So 58 minutes.
Okay, maybe it's 10 p.m. not Eastern. Maybe it's Mountain Time. I don't fucking know. It's at 73 minutes, and
I'm just curious why they would
If it's
release
73 minutes and it's 10 p.m., it's not in any time zone in the world.
I'm curious why they would release
I mean,
it at
this was like-
10:17 p.m.
I looked at it when we started the news. So
Okay. All right.
Okay, right. So that was 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Just for kicks, Rubicon 392 MSRP starts at $79,990.
Never mind.
Just say 80 grand.
I feel like those are like dangerous. Like, you know, like a Wrangler.
sound
like,
it.
Dangerous looking.
A Wrangler is a car I look at and it's like, I could probably make that.
I don't need fast.
Oh yeah. Give me a few hours in my shed.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
like,
figure it out.
I can see the bolts. I know how this works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like,
looks like something I would front
Good-
flip it.
good
give
looking-
that a 392. It's like,
Good looking truck though.
yeah.
Looking
Oh,
truck.
yeah.
Handsome
Yeah.
truck.
Yeah, we've seen one.
A lot of truck.
We got a friend who
Brought
that's
us.
his daily.
Yeah.
I have a
And,
friend who's got one.
I'm guessing he's very wealthy these days.
works at a dealership that sells them. So
Okay.
you know, is
But
able
yes.
to.
The wealthiest. I'm just playing with this thing. It's great. I love my new thing. I'm just working.
You hands free. You hands
It's right.
everywhere.
I just don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't even know what to do with my hands.
Boys, I got a shitty piece of news on a slow news week.
Please.
The new Ford Maverick Tremor variant was seen without a disguise.
Yeah, we
Tremor?
saw that, yeah.
It looks like some orange trimmy bits.
Looks pretty good.
It just blew my whole story. Yeah, some orange accents on the wheels and the grill. Otherwise, you can't tell much.
Has a front bumper that's like approach angle. It's angled.
Did it have an approach angle bumper?
Yeah.
This way
I
you're a
thought
pro.
it was like
It's the only thing
I
I
was just like
noticed.
orange flip.
Does it come with a signed owner's manual by oh fuck
Kevin Bacon
Kevin Bacon? I
Kevin
just had
Bacon
his
himself.
name.
saved you. You're welcome, you fuck. Does it have
I had that name, and I was like, as soon as I got to, I was like, God damn it!
does
gonna
it
get
have
roasted.
Lost it.
does it have an Easter egg dedicated to a sandworm?
I hope so.
That would be great.
Does
Wonderful.
the bottom of it have a lot of guns and ammunition?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there an elephant gun involved?
Is the overdrive mode called Bert?
Bert.
Wasn't his name Bert?
I think it was Bert. Yeah.
But nonetheless,
Yeah.
that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch a movie.
and more
Tremors.
Ford news.
Yes.
Ford Bronco and Ranger plant manager no longer with the company.
Good call.
So obviously, the Bronco has faced its ups and downs, its triumphs and turmoil. And the gentleman, Eric Williams, who oversaw the production of the Ford Bronco and the Ford Ranger, is no longer with him as of last Thursday.
R.I.P. Eric.
Yeah.
Do we think it was his choice, or do we think he was asked to leave?
Dude, I bet it was his choice. Because they were
he
like,
just getting brutalized.
it was like for them, it was like one thing after another.
Yeah.
And these people who haven't had their Broncos since like they ordered them were like, I bet they had this fucking guy's phone number.
Just calling them up.
That's what they
day
were
and
doing,
night.
bro. They were like tweeting at Jim Farley and like
Yeah.
calling the Ford's PR guy, Mike Levine.
Yeah.
They were literally calling this guy. He's like, wow, what do you want me to, you know?
I tweet
bet
at Mike Levine all the time. He never answers.
we were able to get in touch with someone at a local Ford dealership who said, hey, if you order a Bronco, I can sell it for MSRP.
Yeah, exactly.
But you just have to wait for it. It's like
Yeah.
like 6 to 8 weeks. They still haven't made those from
Yeah.
how long ago was that?
A year ago, I think, at this point.
You get there's like certain options that just hold it up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
forever. Like you just can't get a two-door period.
Do you make
Yeah.
payments from the day you buy it, or from the
No,
day it's delivered?
going to be delivered.
Delivery.
You didn't sign real paperwork.
Yeah.
I was at a body shop today, a friend's body shop, and he had a Bronco Sport that had been flipped over.
that
Wow.
go?
High school kid, first car.
It's happened before.
Lives on a dirt road, found a boulder.
When it was like really quiet during like 2020.
Was he in like
West Greenwich, I think.
the Baja Peninsula?
Like, he was in
I have no
Moab?
fucking idea.
Where is he?
The guy that told me, it was like, hey, found a boulder. That's what it looks like now. Like, whoa.
Yeah, wow.
That guy did it. Yeah, so be careful out there if you're a total fucking moron.
Yeah.
Morons these days.
Dude, no,
Oh,
it
my
was
God.
jacked up. I was like, what the fuck happened to that Bronco? I thought it got sideswiped. I was like, oh no, it landed on inside. I'm like,
Shit.
yeah, that's enough of the story.
Morons these days.
They're not what they used to be.
Yeah, they really are, dude.
No,
They
they've
really are.
evolved.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I got one.
Yeah.
Pete was saying how into the EV Hummer, he'd pick that over the Raptor R.
Mm-hmm.
You know who else would pick it?
Mm.
The United States Army.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Because they have purchased one from GM.
And those guys never make mistakes.
So they bought one.
They bought one
I can
one.
give you some context.
from GM
Okay.
Defense for evaluation purposes.
So what was going around was they want some kind of scout vehicle based on the Hummer.
Mm-hmm.
That because they think like, oh, it's quiet. Like
Is the
sneak
is
up on people.
the crab one? Well, yeah, fine, but the 10,000-pound rolling capacity is just
Right,
going.
right.
That's trampling whatever is going to be rather loud.
Tell the boys are listening to DMX. with a giant stereo system. Just
Right,
blasting
right, exactly.
I'm assuming they want it to be bulletproof because otherwise you just get like an electric Yamaha.
It's probably bulletproof already, bro. When I drove the one at the proving grounds, we went over this like rock section, and the thing was like slamming down in these rocks, and their engineers were just sitting in the passenger seat like, nothing happened. And I was like, "Are you sure?" They're like, "It's fine." It's like, bam, comes down because the thing weighs 5 tons.
You
Yeah,
just
it weighs
did.
10,000 pounds. Yeah.
You just did the best impression of an engineer I've ever. It's spot on.
Now in school, I worked with a lot of engineers.
They look like a boiled hot dog. just like sitting there.
Yeah, that's their expression when you say, "Hey, every time I drain my oil, actually, where you have the drain bowl, it like goes right onto the starter," and they're like, "Yep."
There's like some convoluted reason why it happened. They don't want to talk about it.
Right, we're working as intended. I see that. All right.
Yeah.
Well, boys, I think everybody saw that BMW is once again trying to charge for heated seats.
I saw that.
It's going to be $18 a month.
That's crazy.
Is that coming to the
That-
U.S.?
So that's
It's happened in Korea.
that's
I
in
think.
Korea. So they put out a statement that was like,
We think the Koreans are suckers. We can get it.
so what their plan is that every BMW they sell, they want to streamline. My theory is to streamline production. They'll just install heated seats in every BMW. And since it's all on a screen now, they won't even throw a button in.
Right.
And they'll just be like, if you want it down the road, you can use it. But they won't make you pay for it at the time.
Yeah.
So they're saying if you buy it at the time, you'll always be able to use it, at least in the US.
From a manufacturing standpoint, it makes sense.
Right.
Make everything the exact same out the door, but you have to. In my day job, a lot of the equipment we buy is already outfitted with every spec there is, hardware wise.
Yeah.
But we don't have access to it.
Right. Right.
So
So that's what I'm thinking. I mean, they won't say as much because, speculating on production and stuff like that is like a no-no.
yeah.
But I think that's why it seems like in the U.S. they're not really going to make people pay for it once they've bought it.
Yeah.
Because in their press release, I say that because in their press release, they're like, 90% of BMW buyers are already spec heated seats.
Yeah.
So it's like we can't take it away from them. At least that 10%, we
Right.
might, but the other 90%.
And at the same time, hypothetically, you put it in there, maybe some of that 10% equates more sales along down the line.
Right.
So it's there, it's available to sell versus somebody
Right,
going,
exactly.
I can't do it.
They might
So
get that money some.
eventually. Right.
Yeah.
Vice, one of the greatest automotive outlets, did an article about how they're
They got a crack staff over
There are
there.
a bunch of exactly. There are a bunch of aftermarket coders, gray hats that
Oh,
are
yeah.
just gonna make it like
It's
Yeah,
pretty
if it's
easy.
just hack
Software.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the Maverick was like the base Maverick doesn't come with cruise control,
Yeah.
but it's like in the engine management DME or whatever. It's there.
It's
You just need to install the buttons and like enable it. You can do it with an OBD reader.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like
And
$40.
that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Right.
exactly.
It will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Until
There will
BMW's like, just fuck it, just
Dude,
put them
you
in
can
everything.
see another article we posted this week where you can buy like some like radio frequency spoofer and just like unlock cars.
I've seen that you guys posted that
yeah,
on
my
the
coworker
Instagram.
Rob's
Oh,
out
I
here just
saw that,
breaking into
yeah.
every Honda in his neighborhood. He's-
Pretty
I
wild.
saw that, and then I also saw the same thing with the Tesla charge ports.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. Because it's literally just it hears a radio frequency in a certain pattern, and it
Yeah.
just opens. It's like that's it. It's like
And
so
that's
that's
the
all it
thing.
takes.
And that's the thing. When the fucking boiled hot dog is sitting there, he's not thinking of
'cause-
all these
'cause they all
potential.
think they're so smart. Who's
Right.
gonna crack this?
Right.
How could someone be as smart as I am?
Right. Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
the BMW thing is a little crazy though, because I get it's cheaper to manufacture like that. But if you already put it in the car, you already paid the cost. So why not just offer? And then people are like, oh, all these come with heated seats. That's nice.
Right.
It's just
'Cause
bad marketing.
And that's the other thing too, is eventually will it come to that, something that they can sell? Like BMW obviously wants to be the cream of the crop luxury brand.
Right.
Oh no, all of our cars come with heat.
Yeah,
Right,
and that's how
It
they
just-
usually are. I mean, just buy something old and keep it. That's
What's
the lesson
crazy is
there.
Yeah.
you could just have it for winter and then not pay for it through the summer, I guess. But you're still paying for a monthly payment, so like
Yeah, but this-
over your lifetime, you're gonna end up spending more than had you have just
Right,
paid for it
right.
to
I
begin
mean,
with.
it
Right.
makes sense if you're leasing it or something, right?
Sure,
And you don't want
right.
to pay for the lease, or then it's like a couple bucks a
Yeah,
month.
so if you're a if you're buying a CPO, like You got to pay for them again.
yeah, I guess.
What's
Right.
crazy
If
is
you don't make your payment, they turn off your heated seats.
Like
The
serious?
fun goes away.
It's going to be the same thing as Sirius.
next we
Maybe-
take the car.
Yeah, but they won't call you every day.
I was just going to say, you have
I'd
to
send you mailers endlessly.
you have to call BMW's heated seat line and argue for like
Listen,
an
I'm
hour
going
and
to
get it
cancel
half
the
off.
seats. I'm going to cancel the
That's
seats.
exactly.
All right, $4. That's what I'm talking about.
You motherfuckers took Howard
year.
Stern away, and now I have to listen to this. Yeah.
We'll upgrade you to AC seats, sir. Please, we respect your
Place to
business.
stand.
yeah, they're begging you.
Get me to the disconnection department.
What's insane is they don't think that some 6-year-old is not gonna crush Dorito dust into his keyboard to unlock this fucking thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Someone's going to blast right through this thing.
Well,
One flash, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I unlocked. Literally, I put the
Whole car's better.
I put the unlimited ammo cheat in this fucking thing." And
You good now?
I'm gonna.
You got something? I got something.
You got something?
You got something
Hell
first.
yeah.
With that
This
on point.
line here: a hero, a king, a person with taste and money you and I can only dream of.
You deserve it, King.
That's right. This person strolled into a Dodge dealership and went home with a new, but still at least 5-year-old Dodge Viper.
Yeah.
Someone bought a brand new Dodge Viper this year.
That happens. We last year, maybe it was last quarter, someone bought a new FJ Cruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it happens like, but then there was one that was like someone bought like a Dart or something.
Yeah.
Too. It was like,
Yeah.
It's alarming.
why'd you buy that?
So,
Was it orange? They're
so
the fastest.
whoever wrote this article was looking over their quarterly sales report
Yeah.
and realized that something left his jaw on the floor, and it was at the fact that someone purchased a new Dodge Viper this year, which is unbelievable. I didn't even know there were any left. I don't even know how you go
Honestly,
on finding it.
not a bad buy.
LFAs are still like that, too. You can still get them new.
Great buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great buy.
Great buy.
It's probably the best 10-cylinder you can buy right now.
All right, let's see. What do we got here?
Or an LFA.
Yeah.
An LFA. I mean,
There was one forever.
I mean, I want a Viper in the worst way. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm waiting for the whole world to collapse.
I feel
to
like
get
that's like mega Corvette.
one. It is. It's mega.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah, that's
it's
right,
Mega
that's
vet
mega
energy.
speed.
Mega America.
that's final
Yeah.
boss Corvette.
Yeah.
Right.
It
Exactly.
really is.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
There's a brand new 2016 ACR Viper,
of course.
$800,000.
oh,
That might stay new for a long time.
Yeah.
800.
I mean,
That's a-
at 800,000, I probably buy a plethora of other cars.
That's a
Yeah, right.
$10,000
and a
Mustang.
home.
16 other-
and a
yeah.
home. I buy
Yeah.
a $500,000 house, GT3, and maybe a couple like dailies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's the only one that came up. So,
Oh,
That's
500
the end of
grand
that
gets you
experiment.
nothing.
There's a lot of stories about that because I'll tell you why. Because they post their results every quarter and you look through them and it's like 50,000, 60,000, 20,001. It's like, what is that?
yeah.
It's
yeah.
easy. Like it's an easy story basically. If you
Right.
if you can look through all of them. Like some automakers are not interesting enough, obviously, to have results like Kia.
Yeah, you look through. and-
Some guy bought a new Optima. It's like, who cares?
Right, right.
But yeah, I guess you can kind of fish through it and you can find some interesting stuff. Like
Yeah.
we did a thing about like the Arteon
Yeah.
where it was like in the quarter like 3 were sold. And like that's like an oddity.
As a,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a sales.
Because there was a thing
masterpiece.
for a while where we were like, hey, can any listener find an Arteon anywhere?
Yeah,
And it was
on
like
road.
one kid in the Midwest was like, yeah, I see one on my way to work. Like,
They got pictures of the same one all week.
That's like
But
Volkswagen
now-
of America in a nutshell. They just don't know what to fucking do with themselves.
but now I see one on my way into work every morning. It's a beautiful blue one. But again, that's it. That's all I see.
they are sharp looking cars.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's way more expensive than I anticipated.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's part of the reason why they can't sell.
That's an
them.
expensive vehicle.
And everyone's like, bring the wood. They make an Audi like shooting brake wagon. Bring it to the U.S. It's like, bro, they sell like 4 of these cars, and all
Yeah.
the people work at the dealership. It's like, there's no way they're selling.
Yeah,
a
the
wagon.
standard car is so expensive it is. I can't imagine what a shooting brake would cost, and no one would buy it anyway. People
Yeah.
just kind of want to know and have the comfort that it's actually here.
That's the kind of thing you see slammed on Google Images, and you're like, okay, that's enough.
I just sent you a link, Shook.
Boys, you know what I had that came out and it was talked about a lot, and I didn't really look into it, but I hope somebody else did. The old Hyundai Envision 74.
I just
Is
sent
that what you're
him
bringing out?
a link to pop these up.
AKA the Hyundai M1 DeLorean.
I was
Yeah.
looking at this.
Scroll down.
Hold on, let me maximize. Let me enhance.
Enhance. Yeah, because there's some good,
Enhance.
good photo
Listen,
sets.
Do us a favor. Bring up the T-Rock woman real quick.
Listen, there's no way this comes out.
No,
No, not the first one.
no, this is just the flex
I
of
mean, that's silly, but like the one that everybody's
It's so
That
cool.
thing?
jizzing their pants about, like
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's not
so
coming
cool.
out.
It's so cool. I hope it comes out.
I can't
It's
wait
a
to
render.
use it in the sim rig.
Yeah, exactly.
right.
and they will make it
Th- you
with
know,
an
there's a-
800 horsepower 2J swap.
There's a couple cool things about this. The first is that when I see that and I think about the Ioniq, like the Ioniq 5
Yes.
crossover, it makes me realize how close to like 1980s design you can actually sell today.
Correct.
Because you could sell that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's,
100%.
Had sell
but
all
it's
day.
based on an old car, but it didn't take many updates to get it looking like it did. Just very well done, tasteful updates, obviously. And the other thing is that they based it on the Hyundai Pony or something, which I'm sure there was a complete piece, and they can romanticize it because there's like none left.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yes, no,
Right,
they're
there's
like,
don't you remember
nothing
the Pony? It's like,
Yeah.
no, that's our origin
That was our
story.
greatest car.
There's no one to say it
rebuttal.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
They've
Oh,
all
I had a
returned to
pony.
the
It
earth.
sucked.
yeah.
No,
Named
this
after
thing.
a great song though.
It is Hyundai's. Shook, scroll back up for a second, please. Hyundai's Envision 74 concept. If you don't know, it's been out there all over the internet for like the past 6-7 days. Again, truly just a concept car. This is just a flex by Hyundai on their creative direction at the moment. As Chuck was saying, the likelihood that this actually coming to fruition is.
I mean, I do like the creative direction currently, even with the cars that aren't coming out.
Again, the Ioniq 5. That thing, I seen one today in like a blue color, like a blue
So
finish
cool.
color.
Yeah.
I absolutely love those things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cool concept, but there's lots of cool concepts that can't come out and
Right.
they never get made.
Right.
Did you see? You
But I'm glad
noticed
Hyundai's doing something cool.
the rifled wheel flares.
What?
Iconic.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
the cool shit ever.
Yeah. I just like the edges of the Ioniq.
Yeah, the headlights, all
Everything, and just because again, there's cues. There's a little bit of Lancia. There's a little bit of like Mark II-ish in there. It's just I like that square hatchy
Can I show more
shape.
pictures of this thing?
It's like a good future car. It's the
Scroll-
perfect like.
Is this the only
combination.
website with only 2 pictures of it?
If you go,
No, there should be a bunch more.
Where's that, Pete?
just do like Hyundai Media Envision 74 and their
Yeah,
media
that
site
should
with all the pictures will come up.
There we go.
There you go. Chuck takes notes.
This guy Googles.
What's it called?
Media.
Hyundai Media.
Envision 74.
Yeah, media pictures.
There you
I
go.
don't know why you're shaking your head over there.
We're working
This
on
is
it. We're working.
Envision.
There you go. First result.
No,
Nope,
see,
not images.
Well, listen,
What are you
didn't mean
doing?
to click it. I didn't mean to click it.
Right there.
Yeah.
If this was a touch screen,
Dude, this you
Chuck
don't
would've nailed
understand,
it.
This mouse is just out of
Ah, there it is.
yeah. I mean, it looks good rolling.
turbines.
Yeah.
Look at the yellow, the yellow,
lights
the
look
red cats in the
incredible.
back.
So something exists in order to film this commercial.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
they
a
have one
computer.
functional
That's a
concept,
setup
yeah.
with a shaders pack.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not my
Hey,
fault.
can you accept the cookies and scroll down?
yeah, jeez.
God,
Which one says accept cookies?
all
That
of them
one.
right there. You have another monitor in front of you.
I could drag it down. I could.
No, just,
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty
scrolling.
hot.
I mean, it's
There
great.
we go. Those are the photos I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Not
Then
that,
you should have linked me these.
buddy.
Oh.
Hey man, we got there, right?
Boom,
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah,
Shots
we
fired.
found our way there.
I'm gonna link
Thanks
you
to
something.
Pete from thedrive.com.
Thanks for the plug.
Coming on here, save our ass, you know?
I
Bring
bet
us a
they
Z to watch.
I bet they can make those rear lights do
Is
all
that the
sorts of weird
speed?
shit.
Oh yeah.
So
it displays the speed live
Battery
on the back.
percentage.
Oh, really?
isn't this thing going
That's
to be?
hilarious. That's hilarious.
No, but like you would fall for that.
I just did.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, I just did.
Isn't this thing supposed to be hydrogen powered or something?
I believe you are correct. Yeah.
Yes,
That's lame.
that is lame.
Hydrogen
Why
is
is-
like hydrogen fuel cells just make electricity for an electric drivetrain, so it's like a lighter EV almost.
Yeah,
Not
but
bad.
don't they make like dick for power? Aren't they like abysmally slow?
Well, most of them have like pretty big battery packs. So like the idea is that the hydrogen is always topping off the battery pack. But once the battery pack is gone, which should never happen, but it could, then yeah, they make like dick power.
So this is I thought that hydrogen motors ran on hydrogen. So this is a hybrid hydrogen.
So you can run a modified internal combustion engine on hydrogen, but you can also do a hydrogen fuel cell, which just basically generates hydrogen. Or no, you have to fill it with hydrogen, and then the fuel cell extracts electricity from the hydrogen, and then that electricity powers an electric drivetrain. But you can also run a combustion engine car on hydrogen gas.
Yeah, it has to. I forget how that works because I watched like a whole thing. Because who's the other company? Toyota that has the hydrogen powered
Toyota,
sedan.
basically, if your country has a hydrogen development subsidy, your automakers make hydrogen cars. BMW, Germany has one, Japan has one, Korea has one.
So
Yeah.
we have the Toyota here, and you can buy it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But like, there is no hydrogen infrastructure except for like,
only in California.
California.
And there's like a handful of stations.
yeah, it's not like crazy. It's like in the most impossible place where you wouldn't even want to drive a car, where it's like super like.
There's actually
tight.
one not too far from here.
A
The hydrogen center
station?
at the Stop and Shop.
So
Yeah.
Oh, really?
There's one right near me too.
Yeah, it's one
the
right down the
issue
street.
though with that is that not all the fittings are the same, just like electronic charging stations.
Right.
So you may not have the correct adapter to put hydrogen in your car.
I believe this hydrogen station near my office is geared towards trucking.
Didn't we figure
Yeah,
that the
that's
problem
the
was Young Ben's
application.
going to
Yeah.
crash into it and explode the whole
Right.
state?
They could create a bomb. Yeah.
Yeah. So they were, and I was reading because I was like, well, aren't you just driving around a bomb? And I guess the tank is pressurized.
Oh,
a
yeah.
shit
Pressurized like
load.
a fucking scuba tank.
Yeah.
And there's usually multiple, but they put them in like places where in an accident they theoretically wouldn't get hit.
Yeah.
And they make them out of like fucking carbon fiber too.
Yep, and they have a shell around them, like
Yeah.
a roll cage built around them.
They have a
Yeah.
pressure valve.
Not only that,
Like a
I
nitrous
guess
tank?
the state that the gas is in the tank wouldn't explode because it has to be pressurized.
Some of them store them as a liquid. I'm not sure. I think it might be more heavy industry geared. But I think the ones that I know about, gaseous hydrogen is it's still flammable. I don't know.
It is flammable, but it's so weird. Like you run the car, and the Toyota has like a water purge system that you have to purge the water from another tank
Yeah.
once you've used a ton
Yeah.
of hydrogen.
Yeah. That's
And
the
so it like
byproduct.
pees essentially on the
Yeah,
ground.
Yeah.
It dumps water. Yeah.
And everyone that I talked to, or not talk to, everyone that I listen to or speak about it said that the car is slower than dog shit, which
Yeah.
is
I mean,
But it's just fucking slow.
yeah. If
which
the
is-
battery is dead, then it's like a Chevy Volt.
so.
It's like using it as a generator.
From what I understood, the Toyota doesn't even have a battery to run off of. I thought it just ran completely off the
No,
hydrogen.
they all have like a buffer battery pack.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would assume it needs something to run some of the electronic shit.
Yeah.
But like the mileage wasn't terrible. It
Well,
was
no, you can. That's a good thing. Is that the range on these hydrogen cars is like very comparable to gasoline cars, because hydrogen doesn't have great energy density. But once you compress it like so much, you can get away with it. But it's really going to be big in like heavy trucking and maybe like air mobility and stuff. But probably not for regular cars. Like battery technology, even in the next 10 years, will get good enough to render it kind of obsolete in terms of passenger cars. I think.
I hope they offer this with like either the Elantra N or whatever their flagship 2-liter turbo motor is, something that they actually use. Even a 1.5 turbo in that thing would fucking be sweet.
Yeah, it'd be
This
cool.
car?
Yes,
That's not going
That's
to
never
get made.
gonna. Yeah.
it's gonna get made.
Believe. So the
So much
Toyota
belief.
Mirai or whatever the hell it is, the hydrogen car,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a complimentary fuel for up to 6 years or $15,000, whichever comes first. It's pretty big.
That's the
There
thing.
we
is,
go.
during COVID,
Yeah,
there
they
was,
give you some.
there was shortages of the truck driver shortage, and there
Yeah.
was no hydrogen coming to the stations. People just like, it was literally like, and Mirais are like the only hydrogen cars.
Yeah.
The one station was like hundreds of Mirais just like parked around it waiting for the hydrogen truck to show.
Yeah, they're gonna fist
Jeez.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually if you go on Toyota's website under the Mirai little tab, there's actually a shitload of information here, a bunch of diagrams of how the tanks are laid out, what they're made out of, and their location inside the vehicle.
Oh
It does
wow,
make
those
sense.
are.
Just extract it from water at home. Everybody knows.
That's true.
That's the grift, having your own hydrogen.
Exactly. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Park near the ocean.
But yeah, it's pretty cool if you want to kind of dive in and get more information on it.
I know.
Another new thing, Toyota unveiled that they're bringing back the Crown name.
What a strange car.
Why would they? What happened?
Toyota Crown
looks like a
returns
Taurus.
to the United States. Scroll back up if you don't mind, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Returns to the U.S. with bold style and new hybrid Max powertrain.
Powertrain's
Isn't it just a
pretty cool.
rebranded Avalon?
No.
No?
It's like, I think
It's big.
it replaces the Avalon. They're getting rid of the Avalon.
Yeah.
They're replacing it with this, but the Hybrid Max is like a 2.4 turbo hybrid front axle and has an all-electric rear axle.
Making 340 horsepower for the
Yeah.
rear.
I bet it's a cool car to drive, like just from the drivetrain.
Honda was playing around with that with the Type R.
It looks
Oh
like
yeah,
Motor front wheel drive, and then they had 2 electric motors controlling each individual wheel in the rear.
Yeah,
we'll know in
Scroll down a little
35
bit
minutes.
because I think there were.
Are they all
some-
that ugly, or is that just like a silly pack?
So that is just some sort of silly two-tone
it's bad.
package. Because
it
if you
looks
scroll
like
down,
it looks like a Japanese Ford
that's
Taurus,
a
or a
one with
town car type. You know,
at
I
least
don't
all
know.
the same
like it.
color.
I think it looks all right.
Yeah,
It's
that's way
got the
better.
cool
Not
lines.
as bad.
What was that like? Is this like a nod to the 86 or something?
I like that.
No, I think it's a
that
nod
disappearing
to-
C pillar that
It's
like
just
the Maxi has.
it's a nod to the current piano black design.
Is that an SUV in disguise?
it's lifted.
If there's a
is
photo,
lifted.
there's a photo of a woman standing next to it getting
That's what I
into
was
it.
hoping. Yeah.
And her head is about the same height as like the top of the door.
Hey, it's a big car.
It is
Yeah.
huge.
That's like an X6.
They all cars look like this now, though.
Yep.
They're all fastbacks, yeah, because the aero is so much better as compared to like a notchback.
A box.
It's got a first class cabin on this baby.
You know what though? It looks just like a Maxima. You're right.
What's
Yeah,
the
it's
interior
got
looking
that
like?
Almost identical.
That C-pillar disconnect.
And I saw a Maxima today, and I said, you know what? If that didn't have a black roof, I think they look pretty cool.
Oh, well, I mean, got to admit fault sometime, bud.
Yeah. It's good. What's the interior looking like? Do we got any interior? Oh,
There you go.
It looks a little newer than the Toyota stuff.
It definitely
Yeah.
looks newer. I like the screen setup they got going on in there.
Pretty plain.
Dash looks just like every
Yeah, all
BMW
Toyotas
ever
like
made
that.
from
Yeah.
ever.
The monotone is really kind of a bummer. I was hoping there was some luxury dabbled in there.
Nah, this is not a Lexus, baby. This is
A
Toyota.
little dabble do ya? Okay.
That's
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
looks
it's a big
pretty-
screen there.
That looks like the typical interior now.
Current 2023 design.
Big center console, pretty plain, even dashboard, and
I bet you these things
Digital
sell.
dash.
some touchy bits. And I'm sure they got rid of a radio knob, and now you have to slide a thing, and that's
Just swing your hands in there to turn the radio up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I bet you people are into
Oh,
it.
there's a knob.
Found
it?
a knob, boys.
Let's go.
They're like,
Nah, I think
all right, you get one.
I
Yeah,
think
you
that's
get
a
one.
camera.
I appreciate the knob.
It's probably power and volume.
No, that's a camera.
The
Yeah,
mouse
it's
is frozen.
definitely Big
Watches
Brother.
you while you watch the
That's
road.
fucking
Big
Hal,
Brother
Hal
cam.
2000 right there.
It's on Amazon.
The mouse is frozen.
It's Jeff Bezos. He gets to see that.
Can I? Oh, there we go. Mouse. Thank you.
He's found his way out. Comes with Sirius XM for 3 months. That's nice.
And after that,
They'll call you every day.
I don't know if I'm too far from the mouse thing. Oh, there it goes. It works over here. We got a infrared wallet blocking the
Yeah.
the connection to the mouse.
Well, that's the Toyota Crown there.
That is something. Let's see. What else do we have for news? Do I have anything?
I had the Ford Maverick 3D print
Oh,
off,
yes.
that you took part in.
yeah, it was
You
fun.
made some pretty cool stuff, I must say.
I like barely drove it because I was just out there with like a tape measure all the time. Literally, I probably put like 20 miles on it.
I mean, yeah, and I mean 3D printing takes a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I imagine not everything was first shot.
No. Well, the important stuff was like the actual. They don't have a file for the actual male fit slot that fits in.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to make one of those. That took 2 tries.
Yep.
And then after that, actually, it was relatively straightforward.
So they don't have a file for the base part that you need to build everything off of?
No, I mean, I made one and I shared it.
Yeah.
But they sell. They don't sell. They give out the female files.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, okay. So I just took all the surfaces from the female thing
And just,
and just solidified it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I made a male one and it fit great.
Yeah.
So it's like, why don't you just release that?
Yeah, to just start from there.
Yeah. I don't know.
How many things did you guys end up making?
I made 4. And Rob made a bunch because mine were a little more convoluted, but Rob's were pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Yeah. I did the underseat cooler.
Yep.
My favorite.
Oh yeah, you like that, one?
That was my personal
That
favorite.
needs a little work.
A little insulation, I think. You're on your way.
See, if I could do a second iteration of any of them, I'd probably do that because you go out and buy like a space blanket,
yeah.
Yeah.
like line it, and then make a few more parts to seal it off. And the problem is that you can't run the rear vents independent of the front vents. Like when you have them on full blast in the back, they're not that strong, and the front ones are still like blaring.
And you can't. There's no way to shut them down and
No.
redirect.
No.
What about a 3D printed block off for the fronts?
So even if you have them like the vents shut, the blower is still running.
Yeah,
Like you
but
can hear
wouldn't
it.
it take the air, hit a dead end, and then blast the rears?
No, I think the rears are under the seats. I think they have their own blower motor.
Oh,
They're like separately channeled and everything.
I
Yeah.
see what you're saying.
But that one was pretty cool. It's actually really simple. It's like an aquarium pump and some PC radiators, basically.
Yeah.
And it's like a heat exchanger, just moving it from one place to another.
Yep.
And I did that for the cup holder too, which actually worked. Like the underseat cooler made out of work because it's like to the gaps and
Right, just a lot of
lot to
space
cool
to
There's
without
a
the
lot more
thing.
involved.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the cup holder is only cooling like the cup.
Yeah.
So and that one fit really well. And the trouble with all these things is the aquarium pumps are designed to be submerged. So ideally you don't have to prime them. But I had to prime it myself because like
Yeah.
the self-prime pumps are like all $1 million. So I was like, you have to like suck water through it. It took like the first time it took like half an hour
Yeah.
because it just won't cycle if you don't prime it.
Yeah.
And if there's air in it. It took me so long.
Could have secondary primer pump in there.
Yeah, exactly. But in like the PC radiator inside, I'm not supposed to drink, and it tastes terrible. Like some guys like cigarette butts in there or something. It was just terrible. But the cup holder worked pretty well, and I used my resin machine, which was cool because like you can just fire through stuff like that. Took like 4 hours to print that huge cup holder.
Yeah.
And I thought the glove dryer was cool.
The glove dryer was
That's
definitely
a good.
interesting.
Yeah.
And it, like actually like real life useful.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought so too. All the people on Instagram were brutal. They were like, "Why don't you just put it in front of the defroster vents?" It's like, what are you gonna put you're not opening the glove when you do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. After the first one, I stopped reading the comments.
Yeah. You
'Cause
just
they
look
are
at that
just
camera
like-
and say "fuck you." Just
Yeah.
look right-
Yeah.
Eat shit, all right?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
But yeah, no, I mean, this is cool. It's just like a flex of creativity that you can do.
Yeah, it's like, who would have thought having a place to mount something could enable so much creativity in a car?
The foam mount was cool. Like that was like real life useful. Like
Yeah,
I
right.
think the glove mount as well. But like the phone mount was like, oh, that's logical for
Yeah,
sure.
Rob's were more straightforward for sure. He was more interested in like getting the utility out of it because like there's only like 2 fixed locations.
Yeah.
The one in the center console
Mm-hmm.
and the one under the seat. It's like, well, why didn't you just make one so people can make their own phone holders?
Mhm.
It doesn't make any sense. Like they should put one up front. So Rob, the first thing he did was we made one that fits in that cubby that goes up front. Like, fuck, I should have done that.
And then I don't know, a while ago, right when the Maverick came out, there was something where there was supposed to be like mounts to go like up on the dashboard for stuff.
The Bronco has little things that you can.
Maybe that was what
it's
it
like
was.
almost like a Picatinny rail kind of setup
Yeah.
that they have. But I think the Transit at the auto show had a fit slot right on the center console in the front.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be really useful. You could do some cool stuff there.
Lots of different things. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it was a fun project. No, it's rare that I get to do that kind of thing anymore.
Yeah.
That I get to do like for getting paid for it.
Like
Right,
have
to
that,
just-
have that
yeah,
kind of
just-
fun.
Yeah.
What were some things that you tried that didn't see or didn't come to fruition?
A couple other things. I wanted to do an independent heater that fit there. Like, so some Mavericks come with 120 volt outlets right in the center console.
Yep.
So I was like, well, before the car warms up on like a cold day, if you wanted like your own heater that just fit there, you can turn it on before the car is warm.
Yep.
That would be good. And then you could put it, the top trim Mavericks have Wi-Fi.
Yep.
And so you can get a smart outlet, hook it to the Mavericks Wi-Fi and turn on the heater from your phone before the car, which would be great. But I disassembled a heater. I bought, what you don't want to do.
I was just
I bought a heater off Amazon. One I had bought before and broke actually, and I was using it for personal use. So I was like, I know how to take this thing apart because I'd done it before. And I took it apart, and then I was like, this is perfect. And then I was like taking it apart further, and they used solid core wire.
Yep.
And just immediately bent off and broke. And I was like, and once I got to the point where I was like, I have to get a new blower for this, but what if it's not enough? Then I'll just start like melting things, and I was just like, this will take a little more thought.
It was going well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that would have been a cool one. I didn't really have many others. The heated and cooled cup holder one was the one I really wanted to do.
Yep.
And I thought about doing just like a vent. My first idea was doing just like a general heat exchanger mount for the center, and then different things you could put on it. So like you can, because the Maverick has no auxiliary like center console vent for the rear passenger. It's only under the seat.
Yeah.
So if like I was gonna just relocate and make like another vent with blowers. You could have heat actually pointing at you.
So you could act right.
Yeah, and I was just gonna make a general base, like different tops you could put on. Like one would be the cup holder, one would be the vents, but that was a little too much development for that. We only had it for 2 weeks, which in terms of developing accessories is not that much time.
Right. Not
Can't
ideal.
be much time.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's a
the
cool
stuff you did put out was
Yeah, it was
pretty
awesome.
good.
Yeah,
It was cool
thanks.
to follow
Well,
along.
I'm glad. I read the comments on Instagram. It's like you made a bunch of fucking shit. It's
Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ.
Right. What would you expect?
Yeah, right.
What can you build?
Yeah,
Please tell us.
It takes nothing to leave a comment like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not only that, it's like this is great content that's outside of the realm of like the regular
It's
run
just,
of the mill.
right, not normal
Yeah,
stuff.
I was at it's funny you say that. I was at the Escalade V thing, and there was a guy from Car and Driver at the dinner table with me, and I told him about the idea maybe like 3 or 4 weeks before we were going to do it. It's like, wow, that's a great idea, and you can see the gears turning in his head, and him realizing that his publication was just not equipped
Yeah,
to do a story like that.
Yeah.
Because that's why, like, even if like, yeah, you have a month once you try something before that, it's like just not in his expertise or that publication.
Right.
So.
red tape, or just they move at the speed
They don't have anybody who knows CAD. They don't have anybody who knows how to 3D print.
Right.
They don't have,
right?
what are they going to buy one for their office?
Have
They
to
wouldn't-
outsource and
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
They would have
yeah,
to hire somebody to do all this shit.
yeah.
Yeah, there'll be more projects like that. So I sold my boss on designing and building a hybrid go-kart. So
I love
after this
this.
Maverick thing, he was
Bring
like,
it here. We got a
"Yeah, you
whole
wanna-"
parking lot. You can run a test.
I will bring it here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please do.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, the Maverick thing did pretty well. Actually did pretty well in traffic. I was like, wow, people want to read this fucking shit. Jesus Christ.
Because there was a few articles along the way, but also like the Instagram stuff did pretty well, despite yay or nay on what the people are saying. But
Right.
it came coming up, and I regularly check it on the website, and I kept seeing it come up there with updated articles.
Yeah.
Check this out, or we're doing this, or whatever.
There'll be one more post about in the series. It's just like a 3D printing guide for automotive that me and Rob put together, kind of.
Yeah.
That like if you want to get into it, like here's how to do it.
Well, and it's funny because it's relative to something I was talking to a coworker about, he's super into the 3D printing stuff, and he was like, "Really? I mean, you make whatever you want."
Yeah.
And I was looking for a phone holder solution for the Civic, and one of them was just a 3D printer file. So there's like a blank that goes in the dash. You can maybe put a fog light switch in or something like that, and it was a blank that would pop in there, and then you'd be able to mount a magnetic mount to that. I was like, oh, really? Honestly, you kind of it's endless. You do whatever you want.
The big barrier to entry is knowing CAD.
Yeah,
Because if you can't model things, I've been doing CAD since high school. It's how I got all my jobs in design because I'm good at CAD.
Yeah.
But if you don't know, it's pretty easy. Like Fusion 360 is a free one that Autodesk makes. It's really easy to learn, like to make simple stuff at least. And I encourage like everybody to learn at least simple CAD because it's such a valuable tool. And especially if you want to 3D print things, it's like, oh, I need this part. And then if you can't make it, it's like you're just stuck there. It's like, for me, the first time that happened to me, it was like a horrible feeling. It's like, I'm just useless. I can't, like, no one makes this and I can't do anything. This is bullshit. So I learned CAD after
Because
that.
there's a big difference trying to put an idea into CAD and then put an idea into CAD that can work in the real world because of structure and.
Yeah, that's the trouble with this go-kart is it's tough making it because I don't want to make it so that you have to weld anything.
Right.
And there's a company called Oshcut out of Utah, and they'll laser cut you parts out of metal and then bend them.
Yeah.
Send Cut Send will do it as well.
Oshcut's actually better than Cut Send.
Oh, really?
They have like a whole simulation thing, and they have more materials, and their bending is easier. Cut Send is good too.
That's just the one I've seen lately.
Yeah.
In a lot of like
That's how
builds.
That's how I got into it. I got started with Cut Send, and like they want to bend something. Their specs, like what they want from you, is like crazy. With Oshcut, you can just upload files straight from SolidWorks, and they'll just do it all for you. And it's like, wow, this is awesome. And you can laser cut 1/4-inch aluminum and bend it over a brake.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
At that point, you could make a go-kart chassis out of that. It's just making it
So
strong enough.
It's strong enough so it can hold itself up and, like you said, not be welded.
Yeah, exactly.
You want it like jigsaw puzzle.
I want to be able to
fitment.
send somebody a kit and have them to put it together.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Which that's a whole level of.
Yeah, I'm going to do that, and I want to do a fucking really cheap one too. Because that's the thing. If you want an electric go-kart, I was looking online. It's like, it's like Segway makes them like
Segway's
like
just- oh, geez.
$2,000.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
It's
right.
like,
We
fuck
were
that.
looking
I'll
at those
buy
not
that.
too
I'm
long
still
ago.
endlessly tempted by that fucking thing.
Well,
Affirm
listen,
that thing.
I'm
Listen, I'm in on yours. I'm out on the Segway.
I'm cheesing this thing out. Let me tell you, my target is $600 or less built, and I don't know. My brain's been going. Well, but the way I looked at how they assemble like the swag with the Segways, the ones you like.
Yeah.
Just move around on when you stand upright on, and they're like put together in ways that I could not imagine beforehand, like cheaply.
Yeah.
And since then, I had like the brain blast. This is how these people think, and it's like, well, now that I know this, we can do it this way, and it's like all these things are coming together now that I found the right cheap parts, and I think I can do it right. So more to come on that.
So in. Consider me an investor.
Yeah, the first kit. The electric one especially, I think.
Dude, so in.
I think I could get that thing. So the expensive part is the motors themselves and the electric speed controllers for the motors.
Yeah.
But the bad thing you can't do is use an actual rear axle, because the axle is like $50, which just wipes out everything. But the Segway wheels, they literally just clamp to the chassis.
I'm sorry. What, they clamp?
This when you buy these wheels, it's a wheel with a tire on it,
Yeah.
and just like a post coming out of it, and that's the axle. And they just clamp the axle to like a metal frame. was like, you can just do that?
Jeez.
And it's like, okay, well, and those are like $60 a piece. So then you don't have to buy an axle or wheels or tires or motors.
It's just there.
And it's like it all comes into place. And there's problems that are associated with that because you have no axle. You can't put a conventional brake on it.
Right.
So you have to figure. I have figured that out. How you could do it without a conventional brake.
Handbrake.
Wow.
One of those old school handbrakes that goes on the
I
tire.
figured you could do it with a pedal still. At least I think so. I haven't figured out what to make the shoes out of yet. Wood's a candidate.
Wood.
But
Leather.
I think
Nice leather.
leather is a good one. Actually, I haven't thought of that because you can laser cut leather.
Yeah.
Get it ordered to spec.
Yep.
But I think I have it figured out to get it cheap enough. Then the steering column's another thing. It's another long shaft.
Yep.
Has to be keyed. And then I figured out if you just use threaded rod instead, because threaded rod's fucking dirt cheap.
Yeah.
You can use that instead. And you can just put a nut on it and weld the nut to something. And then it's stabilized like laterally and it can still spin. And that can be a steering column.
Yep.
It's like
What's your goal for like price point here?
I think under 600, that was my initial target. I might think I can go cheaper than that. The single most expensive part is the chassis. Because like the cheaper you get, it's like almost sad. It's like it turns into like this nice bending. Then it's like I'm at the point where it's like a fucking girder.
It's just a rectangle.
It literally.
Yeah.
That's how you make it cheap. You
Yeah.
know?
Right.
They don't have to like because if you cut it a rectangular piece at a rectangular piece of metal, all the rest of the metal is still useful.
Yeah.
So it's like if you make everything out of a square shape, it's very cheap. So you have to figure out all these things and the bends and the thickness and is this strong enough and how do I make these complex parts simply and
Yep.
But I've been having some little shower thoughts about it lately, and I think it'll
Best
all come
thoughts.
together very nicely. So
Best thoughts.
when it does happen, it'll be a post on thedrive.com
Yep.
So
along with the
excited.
hybrid one, which will probably cost like $2,000 or $3,000.
It was the motors are expensive when you start getting gas, and then you incorporate it with the hybrid. In.
Well, so you can buy I'm going to use a Predator 212 from Harbor
Yes.
Freight.
Yes.
And those
Yeah.
are $160.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And the electric motors, I found an agricultural drone motor. I don't know why you'd use a drone in agriculture, but
It's all right.
it's like $200 and it's like 2,500 watts, which is like what, like 3 or 4 horsepower or something, which is a lot for an electric motor. And like, how do you connect it to the wheels? And if you buy, I figured I wanted to use a magnetic clutch, so you could just clutch it to the wheels and take it off whenever you wanted to, like the electric motor.
Yeah.
But they're all so expensive, like on McMaster, for instance. But I found the cheapest electric clutches you can get are for mower decks. Because like
Yep.
the fancy mowers have, like you can just pull a switch and engage the deck as opposed to like a lever, which just tensions a belt.
Yeah.
So at that point, you mount it's a PTO, so if the mower has 2 blades, you can run one belt to the electric motor and the other belt to the axle. And then you put the actual clutch on the engine. So you can start the motor up and you get the cart moving with the motor and then engage the clutch and bump start the engine like a fucking LMDH car.
No way.
Yeah. All with courtesy of some lawnmower deck parts.
Listen, I can't say we haven't thrown around the idea of building our own car yet, but it seems like you're already on the path.
Yeah,
my
you're on a much better path than our revival truck.
Dude, you
Yeah.
get an electric go-kart, you undercut that Segway, which is the only viable option right now by that massive amount. People be ordering fleets. I'll get 4 of those damn
No
things.
promises, but I will promise you I will sell you a kit for $500.
I'm in. I'm in.
It'll be there.
Yeah.
A little more development, but it'll be there.
Oh, that's gonna be.
I mean,
awesome.
I definitely look forward to seeing something like that because it's like fun content.
Right, I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, right. It's
You
like
gotta
you
be
said
Segway
before. it's-
speed, too. Segway's 27.
Oh, yeah? I'm going to have 2 Segway motors.
27. You know how fast you can go even just with the 212 Predator motor alone?
I can't even imagine.
There's 6.5 horsepower. Baby.
Yeah. I bet you could do 40.
I was gonna say 40 is
I bet
attainable.
you
Well,
can do 40.
so my Twitter post, but you liked, I think, about 4x4 trailer wheels.
Yes.
The cheapest wheels you can get are 4x4 trailer.
So what's hilarious is like I didn't know the context of what it's amazing because you just tweet out random things like that of what you're clearly researching or whatever.
Yeah.
So it all makes
connect
sense
them.
now.
I don't think anybody really connects, but I was like, man, like how do you get the cheapest possible wheels? Because you can't buy car wheels,
Right.
and the wheelbarrow wheels don't have bolt patterns in them, so you can't use them. It's just an axle.
Usually
meant to
that with a
free
cotter
rotate.
pin. Right.
Yeah. So I was like, man, like what am I going to get these? And it's like the cheapest trailer wheel I found is you can get 2 of them on Amazon for $80, and they're highway rated. They're the real deal.
That's
So-
minimum 55.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. They're
So you're
safe.
covered.
They're
Yeah.
approved. They're DOT approved.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
DOT says it's cool.
Exactly. You can take this thing on the interstate.
Throw the Predator in that thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. They sell like a 2-cylinder Predator. It's like $1,000. It's like 23 horsepower.
God.
I would be killed. I'd be sick though. It's a V
It'd be
twin.
worth it.
It's awesome.
It's a V-twin.
You can market that.
I remember I saw a thing at Harbor Freight. I was like the kid against the glass. Like the possibility is endless. Yeah.
Do you know what I can do with this?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea?
Yeah.
This-
What if Harbor Freight's interested in a sponsorship deal? You know?
Shit's so fucking cheap. I don't need a sponsorship.
Yeah.
I doubt that. I don't know how you can get a hold of them. Also, they sell the cheapest. The front wheel is this very cheap go kart. You can buy they're like cart wheels. They have it's like I think it's 3-on-4 bolt pattern. You can buy. They're $8 each. Pneumatic tires, steel wheel. They paint it. It's like holy shit.
$8.
This
And you
is
can get them on
steal.
sale for like $3. Like no way they're making money. I don't care. You know.
or if you
That's
buy
like-
them in bulk, I guarantee it's going to be way cheaper.
That's like it's like a waterfall of savings. Because I was going to use the trailer wheels on this cheap one too.
yeah.
And it's like at least $160 just for the wheels. And if you're trying to sell a car for $600, non-starter.
No, can't go.
$8 for only the front two wheels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
locked in.
$16
In. Right.
Run that whole thing on
all
front
day
wheels.
long. We're still considering the engine configuration because you could do 4-wheel drive with the Segway motors.
That's true. Like Predator could run the rear.
I'm
Hybrid
talking
front?
all like the cheap one, all electric.
Okay.
You could do all 4 wheels just to Segway motors,
Right.
and then they're like 500 watts each. You'd have like what is that, like 3 horsepower, but it's electric.
Yep. Torque all day.
You're in.
Yeah.
You're in.
Wow, the Segway motors. That's a game changer.
Oh yeah. I mean because it's like it basically all other ones are like washing machine motors or things to electrify bikes.
Right.
They're all expensive, and the speed controller is like $120. Like I can't. That's like a fifth of the cost of this thing. I can't do that.
Yeah.
So if you go with the lower voltage Segway wheels, you can use like a speed controller for like an RC airplane, and those are like $30 each.
And we've seen RC airplanes.
And we've watched many
Then it's
RC
like,
airplanes.
all right, here we go. And all
Yeah.
of a sudden, it's all falling into place.
It's perfect.
yeah. So I'll end my go karts. Next thing you'll see or hear about is results.
Oh, that's I cannot wait.
We definitely look for, I know I personally do.
Yeah, no, it'll be awesome, and I'm glad the drive is open to things like that because again, it's still in the automotive realm.
Yeah.
Guys could change the whole business model over there. Just go straight
I-
hybrid go cars.
That's what I was saying. I was like, the Maverick thing is cool, but the appeal is limited because only one car, the accessories for one thing is like only
Right.
Maverick enthusiasts who probably really, and 3D printing enthusiasts probably really care about it. But a go kart, like everyone wants a fucking go kart.
Right,
Yeah,
for
dude.
sure.
A cheap go kart?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What more can
cheap
you ask
electric go kart that you can
Exactly.
just plug. Yeah,
Dude, I've been
for? You can
modding.
use it indoors.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. You could.
I've been modding. My daughter's got a radio flyer, and it went from stock 20 volt to twin 18s.
We were talking about this last
Now
time.
we're at a 40. I'm at a 40 now.
Yeah.
Ryobi, but I think I'm getting to the limits. I blew the controller. I just need a better chassis, Chassis ain't enough.
I can work
I'm
with
glad
that
you're working for
you.
me. This is unbelievable.
I'll have
better
the
sh- a better
upgrade there
chassis.
for your daughter.
It's the everyman out there. That's unbelievable, man. I'm so excited.
Another thing to get excited about.
Oh boy.
Last time you were here, you had the solstice, right? Oh, I'm sorry, the sky. I'm
Sky,
sorry,
come
the
on.
sky still.
It's okay. It's
Wow.
gone.
There-
It's all right. It's all right.
Wow.
So we
That's
spent
like
some time on
Call
that,
an Irishman a Scottishman.
but now you've dare I say upgraded.
No, it's very much an upgrade. Should I say it?
Yes, please do.
Bought the C7,
Yep,
green, brown interior.
that spec.
It was
Scott
a tough one to
spec.
find.
It's tough to beat.
Yeah. I wanted like a maroon or what it was color or an orange one or that. But I really wanted a green sky, honestly.
Yep.
And I didn't have one. It was nagging at me. I was like, man, I'd love this car more if it was green. And
If it was green, would you let it go?
yeah, probably still, but I mean, I would have maybe kept it longer, been happier with it.
Yeah.
But so it's green. It's Lamarck, which was a 2014 only color, 1
Okay.
year,
Yep.
and brown interior, Z51, 3LT. So it's got like all the shit, and it's just awesome. I mean, I've driven Corvettes before, a C8.
Yep.
I have never driven a C7 before I own this, and it's like, man alive.
Yeah.
What the? They were selling these things for 51 grand at
Right.
the door.
This
What
is
the fuck?
This is a thing.
yeah. Like I thought the new Corvette being 60 was a big deal. These for 51. It's like holy fuck. Like the great thing about the Corvette is like there is no other car like that I could have afforded. Like quality, capability, anything close to that I could afford to maintain, insure.
Yep.
Anything like that besides that car, and people just love it. It's like a hometown hero. It's like not like flat. It is flashy, but it's an expensive car. But it's not like a Mercedes or an Aston Martin or a Jaguar or anything else that you would compete with, or a Porsche or anything like that. people like they stop. Kids like it.
Yeah.
Regular people are like, man, that's just. And a lot of people like the specific spec.
Yeah.
The dark green.
It's a rare one to see. Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a green C7.
That was the first one I saw, and just small block Chevy. You just can't beat it.
Yeah.
33 on the highway all day long. Just
It's a manual, right?
7-speed stick.
Yeah. Oh, 7-speed.
Count 'em.
At 75 miles per hour in 7th gear, it's at 1,500 RPM.
Oh my god.
No wonder
You
why
just
it's turning out
just
33
purring.
miles a gallon.
barely
yeah.
purring.
That's how they do it, yeah. And it's just, and you can still like pull away in 7th.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
it's got-
so
it's
it's
got
still
the
right
grunt.
there.
Yeah.
It's not like you're dragging people down the highway,
Yeah.
but you can still like pull around somewhere.
Right.
past
Just
somebody
get you.
in
In
7th.
yeah.
Yeah.
Little flick of the pedal.
Yeah, no, I love it. Like sometimes I feel unworthy of owning it. Honestly, as corny as that sounds, it's like, man, I just went out and bought this with my own money.
Right. I have this
Like,
thing.
is that it?
Yeah.
Like,
Are we done here?
Okay. Where do we go from here?
yeah, it's like, man, like when I get press cars now, with the Z was the exception. It's like,
It's cool, but it's not the Corvette.
yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, wow, I should drive this around more. But the alternative is driving around this Corvette, and it's like, why wouldn't I do that?
The bar is set pretty high when it comes to enjoyable sports cars in that thing.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Skies was still really cool.
Yep.
And but again, small block Chevy, you just can't beat it. It's like you can put as much boost as you want through that L&F, and it would never be anything
Yep.
close to small block Chevy.
And that thing just does it while it's sleeping.
It'll do it all day, every day, all day long, effortlessly.
Yeah.
And it sounds good no matter what you're doing. At part throttle and 4th gear at 2,500 RPM, it sounds mean as hell.
Yep.
It's like, how can you not like it?
How long have you had it? Like 2-3 months, if that?
Probably like 2 months at this point. Yeah, it still has the temp tags on it. Fucking New York State DMV not mailing me my title.
Just waiting.
Fucker, it's literally just waiting. Tag expires like the 28th.
Did you find it at a dealership in New York? Is that what it was?
At
Okay.
a Ford dealership called Friendly Ford.
Yep.
I put the most obnoxious plates around with an emoji on it, and I can't take it off because it's like securing the temp tag.
Oh, right. Yes, you don't want to.
It's like Friendly Ford. It's like smile like, God, I want to get rid of this. I hate it. But
You look like the nicest guy ever driving that thing. That's what everybody. That's why everybody likes it and says, "I look at this guy."
it's like
Guy's
such
friendly.
it's such like an attitude change. It's like in the sky, like WRXs and people like want some every now and then,
Yeah.
and like the Corvette, they never want any.
Right.
Nobody wants none of
Nobody
that.
wants any.
They know.
It's like I wouldn't say disappointing. It's certainly satisfying, but it's like I wish someone would want some.
I
Please say
it's,
somebody wants
it's
some.
tough being apex predator. Is that?
Yeah, until you
Lonely
see.
at the top.
That's the thing. The only car I'd want more than this would be a Z06 or a ZR1.
Yeah.
Because like I after driving this, I like it even more than this C8 with the stick.
Yeah.
Like, the stick and everything just changes it. And the rear cargo space is so much more usable than the C8.
I was just gonna
Oh,
ask,
right.
like,
Yeah.
what's
Because they're actually.
regular usability like in it?
I mean, the only downside is that it has 2 seats.
Not really a downside. I'm not a big people person.
I don't have any friends.
Yeah, I keep it pretty tight,
The rear deck in the thing is fucking like huge. Like you could fit enough groceries for like the rest of my life back
Yeah.
there. It's massive.
The sticks.
And
They
you
fit
can
back
fit
there.
fit the
Yeah.
roof back there
You
and
can
shit
fit the
back
whole
there.
roof back there and
Yeah.
other things. I mean, you can fit full size luggage, no
Yeah.
problem. It's just
Yeah, it's
so
ridiculously
practical.
wide, the back of those
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
It's like, how is this possible?
And because it has the transverse, it has like the leaf spring in the back and the front actually. There's no strut towers like in the Z.
Yeah.
Those just aren't there. So all the space is usable.
Right.
It's like, man, so you can fit like fucking square shit, big square
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
New TV.
Yeah, some crazy shit like that.
Pop on down, get some plywood.
Yeah, you could a small piece of plywood. But no, it's like the only bad thing I guess is like the fuel economy around town is like 18. It is a small block Chevy.
My
after
one
all.
series doesn't do any better.
Yes,
Really?
miles per gallon.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I guess it's pretty good.
The one series like 18, 19, like around
Oh, really?
the city. Yeah.
It's cool. Small block Chevy is cool. I never had a car with one. You can just like in traffic, you can just lift it right off the clutch. You don't have to give it any gas, and it'll just pull away.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, man, this is cool.
Yeah.
It's a nice feature.
I get the impression this has a little bit of torque.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. It's
What's the plan in the winter? You just gonna drive this thing in the winter?
I'm just gonna beat the shit out of my girlfriend's Prius.
There you go.
There we go.
Like tires are expensive, not expensive as I thought, but it's all fiberglass and aluminum. It's not gonna rust. But I don't know. Maybe I will. It has an LSD, which is
Yeah.
like I wintered my M3 for a while with an LSD. And
I think the
fine.
snow tires.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Yeah.
M3, we
Fine.
never got the information from
Oh yeah, for
true.
the one for sale.
Gil or whatever his name was. Gil the Thrill.
Yeah, those Zeos, Tim Connors. That's the problem is you can't get the Z06s in green.
Z06 is not in green.
No, but you can get them in some other cool colors. But Z06 is another thing. Would probably be like the only other upgrade car I'd want. Maybe if used car prices plummet again.
Yeah.
Which
what I
we're
want to trade up.
really hoping for.
God, if they plummeted.
Because those things are still stick. It's like there's still. That's the thing about the C7. It's like it feels very new inside, but then you realize what's missing is all like the driver aids.
Yeah.
There's no blind spot radar cruise,
Which
lane
is
keep.
great.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's great.
awesome. It's like that's like man, like this car was not built that long. It's not making them in 2019. It's like from that perspective, it feels old almost. It's like it's not like that. It's like could any of you imagine electrification in cars going as far as it has 10 years ago?
No.
No.
It's
God,
like insane.
Even the driver aid stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Because we were at the infancy of it 10 years ago.
yeah,
With like, with spot warnings and mirrors and shit like that. And
Yeah.
now it's just like, oh no, we're talking who is it? Chevy's Adaptive Cruise.
yeah, Super
like,
Cruise,
Super Cruise is just supposedly phenomenal. Have
Yeah,
you
it is.
actually? Yeah, you probably got
multiple
into.
cars. It's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
but 10 years ago, you could buy an RX-8.
Right.
The Model S Tesla,
Yeah.
the RX-8 ended production on the same day the first Model S was delivered to customers.
That's some kind of omen.
just
Nail in the
a
coffin.
day in the summer in
Yeah.
June 10
Yeah.
years ago. No one gave a fuck.
We thought it was just a
Who
normal
could've
day.
thought?
Yeah.
Right.
Who could have thought?
Right.
Takeover was happening.
Oh yeah,
Beginning.
yeah, absolutely. We wrote a whole post about that. So I just looked it up. I was like, we're doing some post about a rotary engine. When was the last rotary actually made?
Yeah.
At our Renesis in like June 21st, and I was like, man, that's like tomorrow.
And
And
then
then-
RX-8's still worth like $1,500 all day long.
Yeah, I bet in the next 5 years that'll be the next thing that
RX-8s.
you-
I should buy
you
some.
have the fucking Spidey senses here. You should be buying them
Yeah, I don't know.
when you start buying them all now.
I don't know. If it's- I'm not feeling that sense yet.
Yeah, I don't. I like them, but I like a lot of other cars a lot more.
But and
Yeah.
then it's like, why not just buy an older RX-7 if you just want a rotary? Because that's what
Yeah,
you buy. 'Cause
right.
you want a rotary, right? And it's like, but there's better rotaries.
Yeah, I mean they made the turbo one.
Yeah,
The gen before. That's the way.
yeah.
You can get a big terrible.
Did they make
engine
a turbo
mess to
rotary
deal with.
RX-8?
No,
No.
No.
They're all NA.
there's an
Probably for-
aftermarket
probably
kits
for the
that
best.
worked great.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that a sarcastic
Perfect.
word?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. The how did they never figure out the apex seals? I feel like that's like the one thing.
It's not something that can be figured out.
Right, I guess,
I've-
right?
we've come
Or like
to the
how
end,
Many,
yeah.
How many generations is motor did you make? And you're like, guys, this time we're gonna have. How
We're
many
gonna
times did
nail
they
it.
say that?
We're gonna nail
We're gonna
it.
get it.
That
No
just
matter
made
how
me
many
think of
times-
the
What do you
Lord
got?
of the Rings meme, like one does not simply apex.
No matter how many times I watch the diagram of like the little Dorito going around,
It's
I
crazy.
still just can't put it together.
Still just trying
really?
to sort it
I
out.
still just can't be like, that works. It's like,
Well,
I mean, it doesn't, kinda.
right.
It does sometimes.
Right,
but
it's like one of those things that never quite works.
Yeah.
Have you seen a liquid piston rotary? It's like a different one that has like a cylindrical rotor, but it has fixed apex seals. It's like that's probably the way to go.
Yeah. Because you look at like an engine, 4, 6, 8, so whatever, you see it working, you're like, okay, I get it. I get what it's doing.
Yeah, right.
And then you go over and you look at like the rotary and you're like, I don't.
The thing I don't
I'm not quite
understand is
there,
how the rotor is. I guess I kind of get it, but how the rotor interfaces with the crankshaft itself and how that's all.
Tied together.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's like. The way it works makes sense to me when I watch a diagram over like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, right, yeah, and then I turn it off, and forget about it.
I'm just amazed it doesn't shake itself apart.
Right.
By the configuration of the crank spinning the Dorito with the exterior. Again, anytime stuff is oblong like that,
Right.
generally, if it's gonna spin, it's gonna be fucking vibrating
Right,
like
the
crazy.
fucking Predator 212 shakes like a bouncy house.
Yeah.
Like fucking ridiculous. I bought like the first time we put a go-kart together, it was horrible. We turned it into a boat. That's all you need to know about it. And it sucked. And we used like rubber washers and motor mounts. And it's like, this sucks. Like the whole thing was like shaking horribly. And for this one, it's like I got the fucking 1.5 inch solid rubber McMaster.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
no way.
Insulator,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But but the new rotary and like the range extender in like the what is that MX-30 that they haven't released here.
Yeah.
It's like the first time one of those gets here, someone's gonna extract it like a tasty muscle and just put it in a car
And just
try
immediately
to put it
into an
Yeah,
FD.
like I would be so interested in what they changed, like from like because that could be the very last production one.
Right. Right.
What I'm surprised I've never seen is a rotary engine mounted to the crank, or a combustion engine like a piston engine, and then with a common exhaust. I feel like that might sound fucking sick. If they shared a crankshaft.
Right. I can't mentally.
I saw
The wheels are turning.
They're turning. I'm trying to picture it working.
I saw a 6-piston NA online today, and I was like, "That's serious." It sounded like shit.
Yeah.
It sounded terrible, but it was. Wow.
I'm not like
That's a lot of.
if you combined all the combustion.
That's a lot
engines,
of crankshaft.
Yeah.
Like if you get a turbine engine too, and mate them all at the crankshaft, and release them through a common exhaust.
Yeah.
Ultimate internal combustion. What would that sound like?
And
So
then
you're gonna rotary into a
I think you
same
put
crankshaft as a normal combustion engine,
yeah.
and then throw.
I feel like a Honeywell out of a helicopter
On the
end
back.
of it, yeah.
I mean, it might work.
Then all routed
be a hell
around a big exhaust pipe.
It's gonna be a hell of a crankshaft. There's some lobes on it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like the one
it's
for a
gonna be
fucking
sick.
like container ship.
Yeah.
This one's gonna look like. Yeah. I think it would be sick.
What's a real loby one? That's a rotary.
You got like
Yeah.
a 6-inch watermelon launcher coming out the back.
Yeah.
Dude, the regular turbine like exhaust are that big. It'd
Yeah.
have to be like it would be sick. I bet it would just sound like shit. It's like when you're drunk and you combine a bunch
Yeah, it
of
sound
food.
fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's just like,
Absolutely
this is gonna be
sound terrible.
awesome.
It's gonna be the best thing
It
ever.
sound like the worst of all the motors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna sound like
Because
Yeah, a brown note.
Because
Yeah.
you get the worst of everything.
exactly. There's no way that they all sound good at 1 RPM. You can match them together.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna sound like someone's like fucking sump pump in their house.
The amount of spark plugs that would be needed.
yeah,
all
the
over the
ignition
place.
system. I don't even want to think about it.
Can you time this?
I'm
Nope.
looking for an ECU that can run a helicopter turbine engine, a rotary engine, and a small block Chevy at the same time.
It's all in the same.
I think
shaft.
MSD makes that.
Yeah. I'm sure they do. The Holly EFI.
I think it's part of like AM's Infinity package.
Yeah.
Just-
Run them all.
Oh man, you boys want to get into some questions?
Sure.
yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
But yeah, no, Pete, congrats on the Corvette as well.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's just a six spec. That color's so goddamn cool.
I'm very, very happy to own it. So our Honda, I think, is revealed here.
Oh, is it out? Yeah, it should be
Shook.
out too.
Get on it.
Yeah.
Let's see
well,
let's
I'm
see what
looking
we
up some
got.
of these questions.
So we're keeping you around, so you can give us our post release impressions now.
This is the wrong mouse.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Jeez, he's got one
Yeah, and
job.
you stick it with us live for the Civic Type R release.
Someone was selling a while ago.
Celebration.
They converted like some kind of dune buggy to be turbine powered with like a helicopter motor,
Yeah.
but it had a manual transmission. How does that work?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
the guy was
Scroll
like,
back up.
"Ooh,
There's a video I'm trying.
Yeah,
to
but we
find.
can't
yeah, we- you know,
probably
we can't
play
do
the
that.
video. We just want to go to the gallery.
Scroll
Down.
down.
There you go.
View
View
gallery.
gallery. Yeah, there we go.
Galleria.
Okay. We're still in all camo here.
No.
I have a feeling they unveil it. Maybe not.
I mean,
Okay.
they did.
Nope.
The top picture was it?
Yeah.
yeah."
That was definitely it.
Man, it's the old gallery.
Either
If
way.
it's live, just try to do Honda Civic Type R media photos again.
No, click on the first Motor One link. They probably link to the YouTube stream.
Yeah, most likely.
Unfortunately, I don't think we can click the YouTube stream, but I was hoping.
I'm
someone had
hoping
some
there's
photos up.
pictures. Yeah.
You definitely can.
If you just go on
We
thedrive.com,
can't do it
a
live.
website that I have no affiliation with, it'll
Yeah.
probably be the release photos on the website.
Yeah,
On
release photos would be great. The
What's that
problem
again?
is,
The drive.com?
Yeah, it's THE.
the problem comes in with that word live broadcasting. If we were
Yeah, but-
filming like a reaction video, it's a completely different thing.
I guess so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, people
There it
do
is.
People do it all the time, though.
Most
So I have
powerful
to
hour
figure
ever.
out What?
Wow, this website's great, Pete. How'd you hear about it?
Tell us more.
One of my friends, he was, I don't know, he told me about it. It was a couple months ago.
Oh, that wing is so tight.
yeah.
Wait, that's the OEM wing?
Yeah.
Oh,
See what I
wow.
mean?
That just
So-
did it
It's
for
a
me.
little more tunery, but not
Yeah.
over the top.
That's a jam.
Oh, that wing is the jam.
Damn it. I can't afford that.
I've seen some rear ends in my day, and I like that rear end.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's the era of the 3 exhaust tips. Have you
It
noticed?
really is.
Chevy
Yeah.
Corolla.
Well, they've transferred from the HDMI
Wow.
port
Big
to
revenue.
the 3 exhaust tips.
Look at the exhaust. It looks like a spoon and one.
The front's nice with the little chin. I like
Yeah.
the little chin.
And the
on
front is
exhaust.
very nice as well. Yes.
Wow. That wing hits pretty hard.
For our listeners who can't tell, I am fully erect.
So let's see.
Oh, look at that interior.
Oh man,
You
you're
get
This
so
fucking
good,
popped
dude.
out of the corner of the screen.
Oh
Sorry.
my God.
Jesus.
Look at the knob.
That's a nice knob.
Now, Pete,
That's an
wireless,
S2000 knob.
wireless charging.
Do you have any ass time in this car?
No.
All right.
I don't know who will send. So usually they'll do a reveal, and then a couple months later they'll do a first drive.
Yeah.
Where they invite like one person from our
boy.
publication.
Yeah.
Those seats, for everything wrong with the seats in the other one, because weren't those a little like two-tone? I can't remember.
Yeah,
black
they,
and red.
they
Those are
They
fixed
were a
it.
little
They're
just
so
too much.
Those are just some nice seats.
Those are perfect.
This
Absolutely
is-
They
perfect.
just work.
This
Very
is
welcoming.
A montage, not a montage, an homage.
Homage.
An homage to
The red seat belts.
the red floor mats, the red carpet. It's an homage to old type bars.
Look at that
Steering wheel.
digital dash.
You got your
G-forces
G-forces.
over there. You're gonna have the G-forces.
I see a knob or two over
It's a
there.
knob.
Probably no radio knob, so that makes
As
me
an
sad. But
electronic,
hey,
no physical parking brake unlike the Corolla. As an electronic parking brake, that's a difference.
When are we gonna find out the price of the GR Corolla? Do you think it's ever gonna happen?
Never coming out.
Hasn't it been put out? No, it hasn't, right?
It hasn't.
Yeah,
I think they're
no,
just
not
denying
officially.
its existence.
You know what I'm
I
bummed
haven't heard
about?
anything about it.
electronic e-brake still. Hate that.
I like there's a little slit there. You can throw the extra point on your belt there.
Someone will make a kit, I'm sure.
Throw the dick belt on. Anti-submarine strap.
Wow, what a great car.
Yeah, this thing,
Yeah.
I like
more
it.
photos.
Good car, that car.
What
Show
is
me
it?
the
It's
cluster.
a lot of
Yeah.
car.
That's crazy. You knew all about this and you couldn't tell me.
I'd seen some of these pictures.
He would have told you offline.
I like the knobs.
The knobs
Yeah.
are sweet.
Yeah,
like
the
the
knobs look
knobs.
nice.
I like the hex design in both the center of the seat and
So what's the drivetrain? Surely that's in the release on thedrive.com.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure
heard they
it
do
is.
very detailed work.
They
Oh,
definitely
there's a
get,
stopwatch.
they
on
basically get the
dash.
best of the information.
Reps to 7, good enough for me.
Yeah.
I'll take 7.
You can
Yeah.
see right here when it overheats like crazy, like they all do.
Should be reading 250.
Yeah,
Scroll
sure.
back up.
Where's the horsepowers?
Probably like the second paragraph, I bet.
Have you read this already?
No, I haven't read this.
Only 3 production years. Oh no!
Stop, Shook. You're getting ahead of
Go
yourself.
north. Go north.
all the way
It's
up.
gonna say the power
Go
up
up.
top.
What? That's where I was going.
I don't
Keep it
see.
moving.
It's
Going
going to be
up, keep
available in
going.
Rally Red. Ba.
Keep going. It's gonna be higher.
Tires. There was a
Six-speed
picture of the
manual.
motor. I would imagine it's
Go down
right.
more, it's more powerful, more responsive than so it's the same engine as the last generation. Seems like.
Auto rev magic.
Just a little tuning poo.
Give it a little tune.
Little 1-2 power. All right. I
Yeah, it's
mean,
very tight.
That says more
Very tight.
powerful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's probably the same one, but better.
All right.
but more better.
Let's handle some questions while
19 inches. Why they gotta be 19s?
Shook cleans
It's so
himself
big.
up.
I would have even step them down immediately.
It looks like some
You
big
can,
brakes.
Yeah,
in
if you
there.
can fit around the brakes.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
You
yeah,
can run
there's
eight-
all the room.
You
All
get
can
time.
run
Those are
18s.
some wagon wheels.
You can for sure run 18s.
Oh, if you
You
could
heard
run
it here
seven-
first. Revive motoring. You run 18s.
No, 17s look terrible on them.
17.
Oh, if you can run 17s, I'm in.
What a real fat boy.
Some real meat on it.
It looks
Real
really
sidewall.
bad.
Those ATs at that point.
So
Get some
white,
ATs.
Champ White, Rally Red,
Get some ridge
Blue Pearl,
grapplers.
Crystal Black, and Sonic Gray Pearl. God, give me a Champ White.
If you put 17s on this car, I'm T-boning it.
That's all right.
I'm just letting you know. I'm driving right through it like you were never there.
17s gonna be so good. Real
this guy's
serious
gonna talk
beef.
to me about taste.
I know. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I
Yeah.
can Google a picture. It looks bad.
This guy's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I think you look bad.
That's crazy.
Wow.
My
That is
mom thinks
crazy.
I'm handsome. Still.
Yeah. She's in the
All
chat.
right.
Big
All
shout.
right, let's get some questions going.
That's awesome. Thanks for Pete. Thanks for recommending this website. We're
Yeah,
definitely
it's a solid
keep it-
Yeah,
website.
we're
We
gonna
should
keep our eyes on
probably-
the site.
yeah, so it's THEDR.
Let's see. Let's go down the bottom here. Just from Pudva. He
Pudva.
just writes, congrats. Hey, congrats to you, buddy, on getting that motor in there and hopefully getting out there this weekend.
Yeah. Hope to see you.
Hoffmang.
Hoffman.
Thoughts on petroleum companies becoming the charging networks for EVs?
I feel like they missed the
Yeah,
Missed
they
the
might have
boat
missed
on
that
that.
boat.
missed the boat.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Exxon
It's a good idea for them.
charging stations.
not
S_Doug.
S Doug.
Whatever happened to the dubstep B for B sound? I'm working on it.
Working on it right
Working
now.
on that. Had some things going on. Let's
If you don't
see.
notice, there's an entirely new studio here.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Kevin401.
Kevin 401.
Is ice cream better in a cup or a cone?
Depends on the ice cream, but a cone.
Depends what the situation.
I'm a cup guy, 10 out of 10.
I'm a wafer cone.
If we're going just you want an ice cream and not a sundae, we're talking give me 2 scoops.
Yeah, I mean, you can't Sunday a cone. That's,
You gotta
that's crazy.
If you're eating in a car, has to be a cup. No
Yeah.
cone. No cone.
Right. Especially
Unless
in
you're
this
eating
weather.
fast.
Especially in this
No
weather.
stick shift. Can't have the 7-speed.
Exactly. Can't do
Speedy.
it.
I don't know. Apparently, you can have it. You don't need to shift. It has enough torque. It
Right.
just
Just
carries
leave
you
it in
through.
7th.
Yeah.
You can start in third. I've done it by accident.
That's my guy.
Sam Joey,
Sam Joey.
how old of a car would you daily? I think I'm bored of the Mark V GTI and I miss Rust, Charm, Misery, and Rust.
Yeah, old as shit.
Whenever
Daily,
How
whatever you
important
want.
whenever they
job to you.
figured out airbags that don't just knock you out, whatever that year is.
Whatever that cut off.
Metals
Yeah.
into your face.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, still haven't figured that out.
Yeah, what is that, like 2021?
Yeah. Let's see, Kevin401 again.
Kevin 401.
Would you rather go swimming in a lake, pool, or the ocean?
Pool.
Blake.
100% pool.
Dude, Lake can get one of those.
Oh,
brain-eating
a
amoebas.
pool. Pool for sure. Lake
Yeah.
for sure. Ocean.
Yeah, I'm staying
Not
out of
even
the
on the
ocean.
list.
Ocean.
Maintained pool.
Ocean, not interested. Last time I went swimming in a lake, we all got leeches on us.
Nope.
So I stick to the pool.
That's
Gross.
good.
That's
good
a
for you, I
pond?
think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's
pond-
a pond.
pond
That's a
lake.
They say you have
Yeah.
to burn those off. That's bullshit.
Yeah. I just yanked them right
Just
off.
pull off.
Yeah. They were little. I'm sure if I let the little bastards on there for a while,
Right.
Yeah, if you're some kind of bitch.
might have been a
I would just
situation.
pull them right off.
10 out of 10 if a seaweed even grazes my toe, I'm sprinting in water. So,
Full Aquaman instantly.
all Aquaman out.
Pat, we're not going to talk about that today.
All right, Pat.
Jojo_Mark2.
There's Mark 2.
Which one of you gentlemen will be at the Lock City for some Underglow Nationals Friday?
I wish I
Me.
was.
I might do Friday because it says it's supposed to rain Sunday, and I know I definitely won't go if it's raining.
I'm aiming to go Sunday.
I'll see you there, Pat, at the Lock City booth. Jojo, whoever it was.
Can't go.
Jojo.
Wish I could.
Howdy.
Family stuff.
Jordan,
Jordan.
MX_5.
MX5.
Big shouts. Go check out his new video on our YouTubes. He just writes, rather have to have a mullet like Joe Dirt or a man bun.
Mullet.
Man bun. All day. Already have
Come
it.
on.
I go mullet for
I-
sure. Also,
mullet.
we got to get his hype reel going.
I gotta go mullet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got to try to edit tomorrow. Never finishing projects.
Never finishing projects.
Other than hot dogs, what is your comfort meal?
Definitely not hot dogs.
Steak. Corey and I were talking about steaks earlier.
Oh,
Comfort
fat
meal.
steak.
Like
Cheese toast.
cheese toast.
You just
Grilled cheese?
No, not it's different. You just take a piece of bread and you put a American cheese slice on it.
Air fryer?
You put it in a toaster oven.
Toaster oven. Right.
Yeah.
So toasted grilled cheese.
Yeah, no top though. It's
But
not
you
a
can't call
sandwich.
it grilled cheese because it's not grilled.
No butter, nothing. Just the bread and the cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like toast. Yeah, like you said, toasted.
It's like
bread-
toast
cheese.
plus. Yeah.
Sir, dare I say you're out of control?
I'm told that's like I come from a family mostly from the British Isles, right?
Yeah.
And I'm told that's a thing over
Cheese
there.
toast.
I think that kind of filtered down. That was the one thing,
Yeah.
and I still do it. And people still
That's
ask
all.
me
That's
about
all
it.
I brought us.
That's all that's
cheese
left.
toast. Let me see. Let me Google cheese toast. What do we get?
There's a Wikipedia article for cheese toast.
I'm a Velveeta mac and cheese guy if I'm going in for
Oh,
something.
Cheese
yeah.
toast. Oh, okay. I see
It's
you here.
hard.
Okay, so the square matches the square. I don't know. For some reason, I wasn't thinking square shaped bread. I was thinking more of like an Italian.
You gotta get
Like
bread
a
in
got,
line.
like a
An
loaf.
oval, if you will.
But yeah,
like
no, I see it
sandwich
here.
bread, yeah.
Comfort food?
Cheese toast. Throw me a couple, three pepperonis on top.
I don't know,
I
man.
got me
think-
some slice of pizza.
So
Yeah.
you can modify it like
Right.
that.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Gotta modify his
A
family
lot of
tradition.
options. A lot of
I'm a
options.
big mod guy.
Big mod.
Huge mod guy.
Yeah.
The Jackalope 89.
Jackalope.
What is the ultimate dad saying?
That's going nowhere. That's
Oh,
that-
my
that ain't
favorite?
going nowhere.
My favorite is when you go somewhere, and I do it too. When you go somewhere and then you look and there's like a big line, be like, "Oh, you got here right at the right time."
I
That's
hate
a good one.
that.
I like.
We got here just in time.
And I heard often, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
The
Oh
yeah.
the one at car shows for dads is when they got the nice looking lady by the car. You come with it.
Ah, yeah, I love that.
hate that,
Oh
dude.
my
The
God. there's
steering
so
wheel's
many.
on the wrong side. I get that every time I drive any of those cars
So
anywhere.
many. So
I
many.
hate that.
Is it?
That one that you said, Corey, because I do that. And I'm like,
Yeah,
why,
I
why
do
is
it.
that like a thing? It's right. You're right, though, right?
Yeah, it's correct.
No, you
It's
just
correct
got there
saying.
at the time you got there, and now you're looking at the line you already waited in. It's as simple as
Nah.
that.
Yeah, but no.
you can
I
stand
don't
in
to
know.
a place that was
Yeah.
dead, and then all
That's
of a sudden
the-
lined
You
to the
can't
door.
stand if you wait in the line.
I was gonna say right, like if I just walk in, I'm sure I said it to Tanya a million times. Like we got here at the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Look how I timed this. Look how I timed this for you.
That's
as
like
you
a-
get older, you just say more grizzled and grizzled.
Yeah.
when you get the check, all right, what's the damage?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
When
Yeah.
I break the window,
yeah,
Right, yeah, your plate's empty. I didn't even like it.
yeah.
Oh my
Horrible.
god.
Yeah.
That
So
is
worse,
one.
dude.
How was it?
I didn't like it.
Oh, it was terrible.
Take it
It was
back.
terrible. Yeah. Oh my god. I think I've caught myself saying that.
If you're a waiter, it's gonna be so hard to deal with.
My God.
That's, I
Every
think that's like
fucking
an
other
American.
table.
So I once I went to a pub outside of a church in the UK, and they had their house brew, and I was like, "Can I get a Corona?" Nowhere has Corona in the UK. You can have our house brew. Like, how bad can this be? It was actually really good, and I drank the whole thing. And then the lady came back and she was like, "Oh, did you like it?" I was like, "It was horrible." And she was like, "Okay." Like for a second, she thought I was serious.
Right. Couldn't quite like. Oh yeah, America. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Let's see. Least on.
Least on.
No question today. Just a big thank you. It's been a rough couple of months, and you guys have helped. Hey.
Oh, buddy,
I'm
that's
sorry.
unbelievable.
And then he continues. Helped get me through. Thank you for laughs and pleasure. Pour one out for bratwurst.
We will.
So let's see. Josh Poe 83.
Josh 43.
Anyone driving Lock City Comp? If you're thirsty, I'll have the cooler loaded with Gappy juice.
Shook, you driving?
I was told I could drive a Miata.
There we
That's
go.
what I'm asking.
I'll drive a Miata.
You want to lock that up, before the day of the event.
Yeah, let's go, Jordan. God bless.
Let's get it going, Jordan.
Let's see. Last and certainly not least, Pontiac.Perkins.
Pontiac Perkins.
What is more embarrassing to lose to? An HHR SS or PT Cruiser GT Turbo?
GT Turbo.
yeah, PT Cruiser, any event, any scenario, that's not good.
I'm gonna go SSR thing
Because that thing is just the worst.
Dude, the HHR is an LNF. It has a Cobalt SS motor. It's not embarrassing. The Cobalt's more embarrassing.
But the PT Cruiser's got the neon SRT motor.
Yeah.
And we all know what that thing does.
right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you remember
It
the
begins
videos?
with F and ends
So-
with UX.
Do you remember the videos of the PT Cruiser back in the day with the Evo swap?
The PT Loser.
The PT
No.
Loser? It was
No.
called like PT Cruiser from Hell, like all the other videos on YouTube. But
The
then-
super from hell.
Road and Track did a Viper swap in one, I believe.
Into
Where
a,
did they put it?
They said it fit. Maybe they had to
Where?
knock the firewall out. I don't know.
Didn't
Apparently-
really answer the question.
Yeah.
apparently
I think it
there's
was Road
more,
and Track.
more
Somebody
room
Where
in
did they
the,
put it? They said it fit.
more
Did it
room
go
in the
in
bay.
the passenger seat?
They put it in the car.
Probably.
Yeah.
The trans was actually in the rear seats, but
Wow,
Videos
that's
of this thing roasting all four up a hill. It was stressful.
This is stressful.
Pete Coots, I don't know. There was a bunch of them.
Boys, it fits perfect.
What,
Yeah,
website,
wow, that's the
what
smallest
website
picture
is
I've
that
ever seen.
story on?
It looks to be THEDRIVE.com. Is it written by you? No, it was written by Eric.
Never heard of that website. It's weird.
Little The Drive. This is someone that did it.
Seems
I
like
swear
they-
to God, a car magazine did it.
They're spot on with this. The drive there. They're good with that
It
stuff.
looks like it fits fine. It was a pickup truck.
They
though.
got a crack staff.
Crack staff
great
over there.
staff. Great
If only
staff.
we could
over
get
there.
one of their
I'm not
staff
reading this
members
website.
on the show.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be great?
Because they run such a tight ship.
Tight,
Yeah,
tight,
very
tight shit.
It would be like, I can imagine it would be great.
Yeah.
I bet they don't
absolutely.
swear ever at all.
Probably
Yeah.
pretty
No, those
They're
guys
clean,
bunch
clean
of
as a
fucking
whistle.
pros over there.
It's like Bob Saget stand up.
Yeah.
clean, clean, clean.
Just you can eat
good.
off of it.
America's dad. America's dad.
Rest in peace, Bob Sag.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Rest in power.
Miss that guy.
I think that's going to do it for us. Pete, thanks as always for hanging out.
Glad to be here.
Always
Thank
a
you.
pleasure.
Always likewise.
Yeah.
Thanks
Shook?
for bringing the little surprise today.
Yeah.
No surprise to the
Yeah,
boys.
yeah, very happy to.
I look forward to the words on it.
Happy to share the Z love.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it love?
It's very Z cool. That was a dad joke.
I got to be honest, I'm way more excited for the go-kart, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause you
go-kart's
can fucking
changing the
buy
game.
one of those,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
Exactly.
I'm super hyped on the Corvette, honestly. Like that's like
Well,
the
yeah,
best
the
thing
Corvette's
ever.
a
I'm
gimme.
just like,
We get
yeah,
that.
let's bring me that.
That's
Yeah,
what is
for
going to
sure.
bring the go-kart in the Corvette.
Oh,
Fits
it'll,
right in the
it'll
back.
fucking fit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, dude. I'll ship you one in a box. I'll make the box myself, but it'll show up at your doorstep.
We can make a video of us trying to build it.
It'll be like
my
IKEA.
God.
I'll give you instructions.
That'll
Yeah.
be
Yo,
perfect.
hand me the
This will
hoof
be
shot.
three average Americans
Trying to build
trying to build.
Slam
with
this
no
thing together.
instructions.
I'm missing 4 of the Fleming-Chevin
It's like when
screws.
it's like when Top Gear did the Kate from K7.
Dude, that's like, I feel like in my memory, all these Top Gear episodes were like, that was like a whole episode. It was like
was such a
15 minutes at the end of
segment.
It was
something.
a
Yeah.
miniature
It's like,
segment.
but it's legendary. Like, what are you? It's like I would have watched the live stream.
Yeah.
Like, why did
Yeah.
you make this?
I love the doors when they had the race cars and they said like knob and like bell end or whatever on them. And my friend works for a heating and oil company, something cock, like Hitchcock or something. And when you have the
Does that.
doors open, it just says cock. And I was like, that's incredible. They did that on purpose. No,
Yeah.
no way.
Happens probably more than you think.
It's awesome.
Yeah. That is going to do it for us this week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, as always, for listening. Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel where you can like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Also, check out some of the other shows brought to you by Revival Motoring, Talking Motorcycles, Topics Under the Stairs, and the Circle Jerks podcast. Big shouts to those boys as well. They've been out there getting it at the NASCAR stuff.
Sure have.
We will have a vlog with them at the press day for the New Hampshire Motor Speedway most recent race up there. And then they're going to do the same thing for little old Pocono coming this week. So, matter of fact, I think they're leaving tomorrow morning. So look forward to that stuff popping up on our YouTube channel as well. And, of course, listening to those boys talk about all those escapades that happened there on the old Big Oval.
Way down in Pocono.
Way down in Pocono. You never know. Big shouts to Raph. Good night, buddy. We'll see you soon.
See you, Raph.
Again, thanks everybody for listening. We will be here next week. Adios,
See you guys.
muchachos.
See you later.
Like, comment, subscribe.